Good morning, everybody. Good morning, guys. Here I am. Another day, another Friday. And we are here again. And we are here again. We are going to be this morning we're going to take a look at another book of the Bible. Yesterday we went over the book of Jonah, and in that book we saw how God dealt with Jonah after he had asked Jonah to leave what he was doing and to go to Nineveh to warn, and we saw the distrust between God and Jonah, and then we saw the manipulation and how God chose to deal with Jonah under the circumstances. It wasn't what I was looking for. Oh my goodness. The response is not what I was looking for. But then again, what I would be looking for and what would have been the reality at the time, if any of this was true and not allegoric, would be completely different. I can see how both presentations could be different. And so with that being said, I certainly understand what occurred in the story of Jonah, right? So today we are going to take a look at this book of Haggai. Haggai is one of those books that's not spoken about too frequently, because very rarely, I don't even think some people even know there's a book in the Bible called Haggai. Some people Loyalty, what's up? Morning, Juliet and Alexander and the others. Good morning. Yeah, some people probably don't even know there's a book by the name of Haggai because, who this text me? Because, you know, that's how out of tune some people are when it comes on to the Bible. But they will give you a hell of a good talk about how whatever is in the Bible is words inspired by God, and some will even tell you that God himself wrote these words. And when you hear people talk like that, you know for damn sure they ain't never read the book. You know, they have never read it. They are just parroting talking points that they have heard from either from their indoctrination or from their implicit biases based on what they were taught. So they were taught that, yeah, everything in the Bible is written by God, and they just take it on and say, oh, well, yeah, everything in the Bible is written by God. And they have never explored it for themselves. They have never explored the veracity of that statement for themselves, because to them, they must feel comfortable with whatever they were told. But seeking the truth is going to provide them too much discomfort for them to even be bothered. Right, Anthony? So, so this morning here we are going to take a look. We are going to take a look at the book of Haggai. Now, I have read this Bible here from chapter to chapter, verse to verse, from Genesis through to Revelation, and it has actually opened my eyes to the actual book, to what is actually written in there, so I don't have to go around like I'm just going to say a fool. I don't have to walk around like a fool anymore, saying, repeating things that was told to me about what is in the Bible. I can actually say, well, I had read this, or I had not read this. Okay? Marcella, good morning, sugar. How you doing? Push out, good morning. Yeah, push out early in the morning though. How you doing? Good morning to you, my love. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Marcella, what's going on? Yeah, happy Friday to you guys. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, on this here Friday, we are working on the book of Haggai. You say you don't know what the book of Haggai is. Just if you get a Bible, you look in the table of contents, you will see where to find the book of Haggai. Now listen, since I was about 3 years old, I was taught a little song that sang the 66 books of the Bible. And every time I want to find a book, I sing that song in my head. before I can find before I can um find a book. Okay? You say you have sinusitis? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear, sugar. I'm so sorry to hear. Yeah, you gotta DJ, what's up? You gotta get you some antibiotics and all that good stuff. Uh-huh. Sinusitis, I understand, can be very aggravating. Yeah, I hope you get better soon, my love. April and Paul Brown, I know I haven't been ignoring you guys. I'm just sort of talking back and forth because I'm talking to you all on this end, and I'm also talking to the individuals over there on the tube. So you all know that I'm double streaming. Leroy Bolt, what's up? Good morning. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. And I appreciate you, Marcel. I appreciate you, my love. Yeah, Roll Moore. Good morning. Patrick! Patrick, you know I waited for you yesterday. Yesterday I waited for you to come in on the live and I said, where in the world is he? What's going on with him? And now here you are, first thing in the morning. I welcome you, my love. I sincerely appreciate you. Those of you who come in on the tube, don't forget, tap your screen, register your like. Those of you who have come in on the talk, now you all get a better deal because Juggies, yeah, you all over here on the talk, you all get a better deal because you also can get rewards for having come into the live. You can also get rewards for having come into the live. So all you got to do is put a comment in the chat, send your daily heart me, then click the little oval beside my name and collect your points. Those points you can use all around town. Once you go around on the talk, you can use those points to send a little gift to somebody to do whatever. Okay, so those of you over here on the talk, that is what you need to do. Steady, what's up? How you doing? You say you thought you were my best buddy. You know I got a lot of those, and you are one of them as well. I do have a lot of best buddies, and you are one of them. Okay, so don't be jealous now. Don't be jealous now. I can share. I can serve. I can be served around. Oh, that's so. But anyway. Anyway, good morning, Juggies. Bless up yourself. Good morning, Unknown Vibes. How you doing? And Tyson Reed. Everybody else who is in the chat, welcome. Thank you all so much for coming. We are going to be talking about the book of Haggai. We're going to go through the book of Haggai this morning and read. Tell him, Patrick, tell him, join the line. We are going to be reading the book of Haggai this morning, and let's see who this fellow was. Because as I told you all, most of these writings that are in the Bible were written by people who were either handed down a crown or people who just assumed that because they had some kind of a dream or some kind of an experience that they were worthy of documenting whatever experience it was that they had. And later on, because remember, back in those days, people were encouraged to write. There was no internet. There were no computers. People were encouraged to write your experience, write what's going on, write it down, write it down, write it down. And as the years went by, some of these people's writings became notable. Other writings fell along the wayside and other writings became notable. And in the future, when they decided that they were going to put some of these writings together, Some people's writings were chosen and some people's weren't. That's how the Bible came about. He didn't know God inspire nobody. He didn't know God write anything. None of that. And that is why there is so much conflict. And also that is why we find that some of the writings in the Bible, we can't comprehend it because to us, this is not how we believe a God should talk. These are not the things that we would expect from a God. That's where the conflict comes in. If it was this God who had written the Bible, the God that we have been told is graceful and peaceful and loving and kind, if it was that individual who was writing all these things, I don't think he would sabotage his character by writing many of the things that is written in the Bible. All right? But with all that being said, we are going to move forward. And Garth, good morning. We are going to move forward and we're going to read the book of Haggai. All right? So, Haggai. In the second year of Darius the king, if you know, we've read quite a bit about Darius the king and during his ruling time and all the events that occurred. But then I think he was the king back when we read Nehemiah, that story there. Yeah. So here we are, Haggai is talking about the time when he lived. This is when Darius was king. All right, morning, Tony. How you doing? In the second year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, on the first day of the month, came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet unto Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, This people say, the time is not come, the time that the Lord's house should be built. Remember, there was haggling about building the house of the Lord in Judah that time, you remember? All right, if you haven't read the Bible, you're not going to remember. Because you're not going to remember the series of events, because there were some areas where there was a series of events to follow, and then there were other areas where it was just bland, just a singular event of which nobody mentioned either before or afterwards. Okay, right, book. Good morning. Let me call you. Okay. Good morning, Becky Lewis. Good morning. All right. So this was the time when the house of the Lord was supposed to be built. Then came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet, saying, It is time for you, O he, to dwell in your sealed houses, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste. So here, you hear this? So Haggai said, God come to him and ask him, is it okay for you all to be living in your houses which already have ceiling and everything? Is it okay that you all are living comfortably in your houses while my house lie waste? That means while his house remain unfinished. Now therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. He have sown much and bring in little. He eat, but he have not enough. He drink, but he are not filled with drinks. He clothe you, but there is none warm. And be that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Right boot on the left foot. Good morning, love bug. How you doing, sugar? All right. So Haggai said the Lord come to him. The Lord is actually chastising him to say, listen, look how everybody else around your house is finished and mine is not finished. Uno belly full but uno starving. Uno have a lot but still wanting. Uno have on clothes but uno still not warm. All these things. Uno eat and drink but it's going nowhere. Uno working a lot of money but uno throwing it in a bag with all. God is basically telling a guy that all these people, anything that they have is not of value and they're not going to be able to make the best of it. They're not gonna be able to maximize its purpose. Yeah, you're working, but you throw your money in a bag with hole. You put on clothes, but you're still not gonna be warm. You're eating and you're drinking, but you'll never be filled. That is God chastising him because this house of the Lord has not yet been built. Itty, what's up? Let's see what else he says. He says, go up to the mountains and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, said the Lord. He looked for much, and lo, it came to little. And when he brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why? Said the Lord of hosts. Because of my house that is waste, and he run every man unto his own house. All right. This God of the Bible is always seem like he's so angry. The God of the Bible seems so powerless. It's like everything he wants to get done, he depends on human beings to do it. If they don't do it according to his specifications, it's a whole fight. It's a whole temper tantrum. It's, all of this as though he himself has no power. I'm not sure I like that. But anyway, he said a guy should go up in the mountains, bring wood and whatever, and build the house so he can have the light in the house. Anything else they have, he will basically destroy until he gets his house. Until they build him his house, basically he's going to ensure that they are tormented. But okay, it's God, so it's okay to torment the people because you don't get your way, as though you are not powerful enough to take your way, to ensure that your will be done. All right, let us continue. Therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. You hear that? So here is God threatening the people, being vengeful. Because they have not built his house, he's going to make sure when they work, they don't see the use of their money. He's going to make sure no dew falls from heaven. He's going to make sure the earth, the fruit trees, doesn't bring forth fruits. Because he's that angry at the people for not having built this house in which he wants to dwell. I did not say it, I did not make it up. It is right here in the Bible. Okay, and according to Haggai claims that this was the conversation that he had with the Bible God. Okay, so God is really angry, and he's showing how angry he was and what power he can wield over the people, all because they didn't build his house, but there they are resting up in their house. They're all resting up in their houses with roofs on and all, and he's mad that they haven't built the house for him to dwell in. So he's going to teach them a lesson. He's going to make sure when they work, they don't get the best of their money. They have on clothes, but they are not warm. They are, he's going to make sure no dew falls for their crops. So basically, he's going to make them starve. because he's that guy. Let us move right along. Verse 11, he says, and I called for a drought. I want you to listen carefully. Remember, Haggai said this is what God tell him, Remember, not me make it up, Haggai said this is what God tell him. He says, and I called for a drought upon the land and upon the mountains and upon the corn and upon the new wine and upon the oil and upon that which the ground brings forth and upon men and upon cattle and upon all the labor of the hands. This is God. He's calling for utter destruction of the people, a drought that's going to affect all the people, all the animals, everything around. He's calling for this drought to take the people. Why again? Because he's angry. Because they have all built their house, live in their house, and they did not build his. The same God who, if I were to believe what was being taught to me, could just cause the people could just cause the people's minds to desire building his house and move forward towards doing so. Right? Yeah, he has a power. He has a power. He has a power over their minds that he could just say it. He could even just like how he took, according to the Bible, the 7 days and built the world. He could have just used that same power to bring about a house for himself. But instead, he's sitting there and he's waiting on regular, smuggler, ordinary human beings to build him this house. And because they have not prioritized that request, he is such an angry and petulant child that he is threatening. He's going to cause no dew to fall. He's going to cause a drought to ensure that all the people's gardens and farms dry up and they have nothing to eat. Now, this is how this Bible God chastises the people who he loves, the people who he desires to follow him, to do his will. It's always under a threat of violence. Why? Don't ask me. I'm reading it from the Bible. I'm not making it up for myself. So if y'all move slow, you need to change your name because y'all move too slow, my friend. But anyway, let us continue. Then Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, with all the remnants of the people, obeyed the voice of the Lord their God and the words of Haggai the prophet, as the Lord their God had sent him, and the people did fear before the Lord. So you see, everything that this God desires, he has to get it through fear. Should it be that God has to make you fearful, afraid of him unaliving you, afraid of him killing you, afraid of him removing the things that you cannot make for yourself? He's going to remove the rain. He's going to cause no dew to fall. He's going to cause your crops to just die. He's going to cause your animals to just die. Those are the power that he has. And he's going to wield that power upon you, an ordinary man. Just because you haven't done something that he desired of you to do, when at the same time, he also has the power to curb your heart, to make you do the things that he wants you to do. Now you all talk to me and tell me if it makes sense. You say you didn't hear what I said? You didn't hear what I said? Let me run it by you again. So this God of the Bible, he has the power, right? He has all the power. He can change your heart, he can change your mind and make you do things that you even weren't planning to do, right? But here in the book of Haggai, he is upset that the people have not made him this temple for him to dwell in. And so, according to Haggai, God has told him, do you think it is fair that you people are living in sealed houses, meaning your house have ceiling, your house is safe, and you still have not built this house for me? I'm going to hold back the dew, so no dew fall on your crops. I'm going to cause a drought so that you will have no water to drink, you will have no water for yourselves or for your animals. I'm going to ensure that your work and your money will seem as though you throw it in a bag with holes. That means you're not going to know what happened to your money. I'm going to make sure that when you put on clothes, you still don't stay warm. Basically, what he's saying, he's going to torment the daylights out of these people because they have not built him a house. But he still has the ability. But he still has the ability to change those people's heart without this kind of vengeance. He still has the ability to make them do what he wants them to do without this much vengeance. But he chose his violence and vengeance. RPS says, no, the living and most high will not make you do anything. He's given everyone free will to choose. We have gone over this free will thing repeatedly because there is absolutely no free will if you're looking forward to punishment. Then you don't have free will. Okay? You don't have free will because you're looking forward to punishment one day. If you don't do XYZ, then you're going to go into this well of fire. If you do XYZ, you're looking forward to being taken up into some place where there is milk and honey running on the road and all of that. So you don't have free will. There are consequences. So you don't have free will. Okay? Let us move right along. Let us move right along. Then spake Haggai, the Lord's messenger, in the Lord's message unto the people, saying, I am with you, said the Lord. And the Lord stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people. And they came and did work in the house of the Lord of hosts, their God. In the 24th day of the 6th month, in the 2nd year of the king Darius. Okay, so now, RPS, we are going to agree to disagree that no, there is no free will from no beginning to no end. That has never been the case, as I have read the Bible from the beginning to the end, and I am unsure that you have, because there has been no free will at all. Okay? It's funny how you quote from the Catholic Bible. All of this is funny. I don't think it matters which Bible I quote from. All of it is funny. So I'm glad you could find something funny. I'm happy for you. Anyways, register your like for the live so we can keep talking if you so desire. Okay? True Guy, good morning, love bug. How you doing, sugar? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. It's Friday again. Can you believe it? RPS, you are not going to come here and tell me what to do. Okay? This is my platform. If you want to quote something from another book, go create your own platform and go quote it from there, okay? Otherwise, sit down and listen. Okay? Good. Um Blessings to you, true guy. Good to see you, my love. As me know you if you come here and see me I read from one book and I come tell me about me must go read from one other book. Forward up, move up. Okay? But anywho, the people over here, the people over here, the people over here on this side, you all see my face? I'm talking directly to you. Don't forget to register your daily heart me. Your daily art me not going to make anybody rich. In fact, it is going to help you to collect some coins because you see, there's no point in you going around the internet and going around on the talk and watching and participating in other people's lives when you are not getting anything for it. So they have come up with this little system where you get a few coins for watching a live and you can use those coins as you go around. You know, you can use them to give somebody a little donut or a little something, but you will get them free from me. All you got to do is look down on the bottom of your screen. There's a little gift box. Tap that gift box. You will see some emojis come up. Tap the one that says heart me. Put a comment in the chat, then go up to where you see my name. There's a little white oval there. Touch it. And then you're going to get a white screen. On that screen, you're going to see a lot of items on there with a red claim beside it. Everything that says claim, claim it. Those are coins for you to use right around the internet. When you go to somebody else's live later, you can use those coins to give them a gift if you so desire. If you don't use them today, they will accumulate. And you can use them whenever you so desire. But if you don't collect them today on the live, you're going to miss them. Okay. RPS, I'm not in a conversation about who was black and who wasn't black. That's not the conversation I am having. Okay? I am reading the book of Haggai so we can get an understanding. RPS, Miss him, me not care. You look like you don't understand. Not about what me don't understand. What don't you understand the facts of history? Me not care. What the fuck is wrong with you? I said I don't care. Sure. Hubert, good morning. I am reading the book of Haggai. That's what I'm reading. And I don't care what you say. Don't tell me about if I don't understand the Torah and if I don't understand. I do not care. Go get your own platform and talk to your people. Tell them what you want to share with them and whatever. But leave me alone. The heck? Jeffrey, good morning. How you doing? Welcome. The heck? Sure. I mean, it's just like you don't get up so early in the morning with this antagonistic spirit. And the first person to see on the line, or the first person to come for deposit on the antagonistic spirit pan. I'm not the one, the two, nor the three. Leave me alone. Anywho, let us move right along. Mary Bontas. Good morning, sugar. I see you. Garden. Good morning. Welcome again. Welcome again. Thank you for stopping by. I see you. All right. Let us move right along. We are on to chapter 2 of the book of Haggai. If you just come in, Garden, we are reading the book of Haggai this morning to see what Haggai said. What Haggai said, God told him about the building of this house. Because during the time of Darius, remember, they were supposed to be building this tabernacle for their God. Yeah. And so the tabernacle had not been built. So here comes Haggai, and Haggai is saying he has spoken to God, and God is angry. And God says to him, do you think it is fair that the rest of you have your houses And the house that you were supposed to build for me is yet to be built. I am so angry. I am going to cause no dew to fall. I'm going to cause a drought that's going to cause your fruit trees to not bear. I'm going to cause destruction on you all and your animals, etc., 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 etc. All of this from angry Bible God, all because the people have not built a house for him. Even though, as I say, he has the ability to change those people's minds and to cause them to just go build this house without any problems. But he has to drive the fear into them. And it is the same fear that has transcended through generations that people are experiencing today. You can't say anything. You can't give a fair assessment of what you believe this Bible God, who you believe this Bible God to be. You can't give a fair assessment based on the contents of the Bible without people coming after you, ready to chastise you, ready to send you to hell. Oh, God is going to burn you up. God is going to do all these things to you because you don't share the same view as they do. And you understand, when you read the Bible, you understand where they got this from. Because in this Bible, it is everything fearful. Everything that any of these prophets have said that God has told them, it is fair. Fair. You have to be afraid. See, even right here where we just read, he said that the people became afraid. So they started to build the tabernacle for God because they were afraid after he had threatened that he was going to cause a drought, he was going to cause their animals to die, all of this. Why would he have to do that? And that has happened all throughout the Bible. So it is fear that is driving you all. It is fear that is driving you all towards this never-ending ideology that there is some God somewhere that is pulling some strings for some things to happen for some people, but certainly not for everybody. Let me continue before I say anything else. Let me continue. In chapter 2, it says, in the 7th month, on the 21st day of the month, came the word of the Lord by the prophet Haggai, saying, so here is Haggai again. He's coming with another story that he's saying that this God has told him. Let's hear what he says this God has told him in this here, the 7th month of the 2nd year of the reign of Darius. Let's hear. He says, speak now to Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and to the residue of the people, saying, you know what I mean, the residue of the people? The little remnant of the people that's left over. Exactly, Gordon. Yeah, the little remnant of the people that's left over in Judah, because you know by this time a lot of the people had fled the city, left the city had been burnt down, people had been killed, and yeah. So when he says the residue of the people, that means the few people who were left in Judah. All right, let us continue. Who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory? And how do ye see it now? Is it not in your eyes in comparison of it as nothing? All right. You heard that question. Like, who is here now? Who was here when this house of the Lord was standing? Is there anybody who is still alive? Here now, Orlando, what's up? Is there anybody still alive who had seen what this house looked like before it was destroyed? That's the question he's asking. Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, said the Lord, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Jozadak, the high priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, said the Lord, and work, for I am with you, saith the Lord of hosts. According to the word that I covenanted with you when he came out of Egypt. So my spirit remains among you. Fear ye not. Okay. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once, it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land, and I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than the former, saith the Lord of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts. All right, so there it is according to Haggai. This where is it? Me not get what you mean, garden. Say it, write it again. I think you got a typo there. Okay. So according to Haggai, remember, this is Haggai saying the Lord has told him these things. Okay. This is Haggai saying the Lord has told him these things. All right. He says, the Lord says, all the silver and all the gold belongs to him. And he wants them to make this new house even greater than the house that was before. Because after the destruction of Judah, that old house was destroyed. That tabernacle, whatever, was destroyed. And now he's saying that they're going to build another one that's bigger, better, and greater than the one that was before. Okay. Now he says, in the 24th day of the 9th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet, saying, this is Haggai then. Oh, you say, okay, Gordon, I get you. He says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, ask now the priests concerning the law, saying, if one bear holy flesh in the skirt of his garment, and with his skirt do touch bread, or pottage, or wine, or oil, or any meat, shall it be holy? And the priest answered and said, no. Where's you gonna get that? All right. So here is Haggai. Haggai says, this is what Haggai is sort of a reported speech, because he says he has had this conversation. He claims to be a prophet, claims to have had this conversation with the Lord. And he says, the Lord says he should ask the priest. He said the Lord told him to ask the priest this question. If someone bears holy flesh under his skirt, and the skirt should touch wine or oil or bread or any food, if the food is going to be considered holy. Mark, I've been waiting for you all morning. I've been waiting for you. Welcome. Good to see you. I've been waiting for you. Thank you for coming. Okay. So, and the priest answered and said, no. the food and the pottage, all that thing is not holy because the priest's holy garment has touched them. Then Haggai said, if one that is unclean by a dead body touches any of these, shall it be unclean? And the priest answered and said, it shall be unclean. Yeah, that's interesting. That is rather interesting. That is what rather interesting. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, my love. And that right there is a great question. Hold on, let me do my collections here. Yeah, let me do my collections. If pastor says you need to bring your tax return, I say you need to send your heart me. Yeah, send your heart me. I see people around the center at the back ask me for come up. You want to come up? Yeah, send your daily heart me. Collect your coins and then we can have a conversation. Yeah, then we can chat. You see what I mean, God? Exactly. RPS, whatever your name is, you're really something else, you know. You're really something else. The pastor them a money hog, yeah. Them they a church I tell people to bring them tax return. That's all the pastors are about, about money. I agree with you. RPS say you worship Jesus, a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes, wearing a cross, which is called idolatry. You profane yourself. The living and most high hates idolatry. To whom do you speak, RPS? To whom do you speak? Fools calls ignorance wisdom. Hold on to that. But anyway, let us move right along. Let's move right along. Okay? So here, I'm going to spam the chat, say God black. Me not care. Me not care, me not business. That Me not care. You are saying God black. What I gotta do with me? That got nothing to do with me and nothing to do with what I am doing here. So knock your bad self out. All right. Let me continue reading. Let me continue reading what Haggai says. So Haggai says, Haggai says God told him to go ask the priests these questions. And the question that Haggai said God told him to go ask the priests is, listen, if you have holy flesh underneath your holy cloth, and your holy cloth touches food, touches oil, touches wine, if that makes the food, the oil, whatever the holy robe touches, if that makes it holy. And the priest says no. Haggai comes again and he says, if someone is considered unclean, because remember, back then, their laws said that if you touched the dead, you were considered unholy, unworthy for a particular period of time if you touched a dead person. So here Haggai rolls that back and Haggai says to the priest, so what happened if you have touched the dead and now you have touched the oil and the pottage and all that? Would that make the oil and the pottage unclean? And the priest says, yes. So you see, Overton, welcome. Overton, hold on there. Don't move. Don't move, Overton. Because you know, say, as is always, um, all right. All right, Overton, there we go. Okay, let us continue. So this is what Haggai said that God told him. But look at it. If you are holy flesh and your holy clothes touches these items, the items don't automatically become holy. But if you are considered to be unclean because you have touched the dead, and then you touch the meat and the oil and the wine and whatever, then that makes the oil holy. That makes the meat holy. Makes it, not holy, makes it unclean. Do you see any contradiction there, my friends? You don't see any contradiction there? No? You don't see no contradiction? I see the contradiction there, because there is no way the same abstract presence that a gown presents is the same abstract presence that the touching of these items would present if you had already touched a dead person. If you have already touched a dead person, it's not like the death seeps into your body and makes you as unclean as the dead person. That don't make any sense. The same way how, because you have what you call holy flesh under this garment, it doesn't make this garment so holy that whatever it touches is going to become holy too. That don't make any sense. And I think that is what Haggai is trying to show here. The contradiction. The contradiction in these two presentations. If you don't understand what I say, you can go and go read it for yourself. Go and go read it for yourself if you don't understand it. Because it is pure contradiction. Swift one, yeah, move too slow, Forward up. Okay? How you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning, Doreen. How you doing? So let me see what else Haggai is going to say. Somebody read it again. All right. Let me read it again just for you, my love. Let me read it again just for you. All right. Verse 8 of chapter 2 of the book of Haggai, God says, "The silver is mine and the gold is mine, said the Lord of hosts. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than that of the former, saith the Lord of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts. In the 24th day of the 9th month of the second year of Darius came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, ask now the priests concerning this law." Heat 50. Good morning. Ask the Lord. He says, ask the priest this. He says, the Lord says to ask the priest this. Roll more, good morning. And listen what Haggai says. The Lord told him to go ask the priests. He says, if one bear holy flesh in the skirt of his garment, and with his skirt do touch bread or pottage or wine or oil or any meat, shall it be holy? And the priest says, no. Those things can't be holy because the robe of a holy man touches them. All right. Then he says, if one that is unclean by means of having touched the dead. And the priest, if one, and then no, let me chat foolishness. Then Haggai said, if one that is unclean by a dead body touches any of these, shall it be unclean? And the priest answered and said, it shall be unclean. Dexter, what's up? Good morning, my love. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. Chuck Star, good morning. So I guess the same principle is not being applied in both circumstances. Let us continue. Then Haggai answered and said, so is this people, and so is this nation before me, saith the Lord, and so is every work of their hands, and that which they offer there is unclean. So all of a sudden, everything the people them offer to God now is unclean. Why is he angry again? You can never keep track of this God's disposition, because one minute he's angry as hell, he's going to destroy everybody, he's going to rip down everything, and the next minute they calm him down by appeasing him with something. It's like a toddler raising Cain, and you give him a candy and he calms down. Let us continue. And now I pray you, consider from this day and upwards, from before a stone was laid upon a stone in the temple of the Lord, since those days were when one came to a heap of 20 measures, there were but 10. When one came to the press fat for a draw out 50 vessels out of the press, there were but 20. I smote you with blasting and with mildew and with hail in all the labors of your hands, yet ye turned not to me, saith the Lord. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? I don't understand how this God, who is capable of just causing everything to happen by the snap of a finger, by just saying the word, is not doing this in the book. Instead, he's using fear. The people must serve him by fear. And you and I know that we don't function off of fear. We don't function off of fear. Your mother could drive the fear into you. You imagine you have a teenage daughter and your husband keeps saying, listen, if I see you with any boyfriend, it's going to be hell and powder house in here. And they drive the fear of the living God in you, and you still got a boyfriend. You still got a boyfriend, no matter what. Somebody says if Adam and Eve were the first pair, they got 2 sons. Those 2 sons left and married wives. Who are those women? Well, according to the Bible, Adam and Eve had those 2 first sons, Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel. I don't remember reading anywhere that Abel was married. But, and they didn't have just those 2 children, so you understand. They had a lot more children. The Bible said they had lots of sons and daughters, but the Bible only spoke of 3. The Bible spoke of Cain, Abel, and Seth. Actually, all the people in the Bible that the Bible has spoken of are descendants of Seth. So the Bible actually has not mentioned any other offsprings from this Adam and Eve characters. Cain though, after he unalived Abel, after Cain killed his brother Abel, he went to the land of Nod and got married and built the city there and all of that. Nothing much is spoken about him afterwards. And when I say nothing else has been spoken, he had a child called Enoch, and he built the city called Enoch. Yes, Ralu, whatever your name is, he did have a child called Enoch, and he did build the city of Enoch. But after that, no. DJ Chuckstar says if I thought they married, if I thought Cain married his sister, no. It just puts a flaw in the whole story, where you see that the story has holes in it that makes the story untrue. Yes, because when he went to the land of Nod, married and started having children and built the city and all of that, clearly there were people living there in the land of Nod. And that woman who he would have married in the land of Nod would have had a family, would have been born to a woman over there somewhere. This time, Adam and Eve would have still been wherever the garden was. So that presents another form of confusion. An element of confusion that is persistent in Christianity, but is oftentimes ignored. And it has to be ignored because when you don't have the answer, you just ignore it, because what else are you going to do? There is no answer to it. Christians have not been able to answer that question for generations. They can't answer. Who did Cain marry? Because if, like you said, he must have married his sister, that person must have been his sister, then religious people nowadays are not going to want to embrace that, because that would tell them that they would have to embrace incest. And oh no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to embrace incest. But for them to agree that Cain would have to have married one of his sister, it would have to have been incest, right? So they actually ignore that whole part of the story where Cain went to the land of Nod, married a woman there, and had children, and lived his best life over there. Yeah, so they just ignore that part. Anywho, Relu said, do you believe Jesus? Relu, I suggest, Relu, that you sit and listen to what I'm doing here. Sit and listen to what I'm doing here. If you so desire, you will get all the answers you need, but asking them one by one in the chat is going to get you nowhere, my friend. Okay? I don't care what anybody who comes here believe, who they believe in or who they don't believe in. It has absolutely nothing to do with me. I don't care what people believe, because what you believe is none of my business. Mark says, just like Noah and the 3 sons are not people, but DNA sequencing. 10K is in the 10K. Good morning. What's up, sugar? What you say? Just like Noah and his 3 sons are not people, but DNA sequencing. Huh? Run that by me, Mark. Run that by me again. You said Noah and his 3 sons are not people, but DNA sequencing? I don't know. Run that by me if you will. Okay. Let us continue. We're on to verse 18 of chapter 2. Elise Richards, good morning. How are you, my love? Good to see you. Welcome into the live. Good morning. All right, let us continue. Verse 18. Consider now from this day and upwards, from the 24th day of the 9th month, even from the day that the foundation of the Lord's temple was laid, consider it. Is the seed yet in the barn? Yea, as yet the vine and the fig tree and the pomegranate and the olive tree hath not brought forth From this day will I bless you. And again, the word of the Lord came unto Haggai in the 24th day of the month, saying, Speak to Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth. ATGC is the Noah story. What that mean? Drummer boy, what's up? And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heaven, the kingdoms of the heathen. The kingdoms of the heathen. Where you say, Gordon? Good morning. How you doing? I thought I said hello to you prior, but I'll say it again. And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. All right. Here got their prevalence again. If you study the alpha of the Yoruba tradition, you would unravel Bible mysteries. Listen, there's one conclusion that I have come to when it comes on to the Bible, which I have read from the beginning to the end, and that is that these stories are either not real, because many of them they're not humanly possible. Many of the stories are not humanly possible. But I think they are creative writing, creative story, where you sit down, you create something in your mind and you write it down. Your story that you have written down, though, becomes more persuasive if you add a little hint of God in it. People will more likely believe you. People will be more likely want to read your story, want to resonate with your story if you had a little hint of God in it. It adds a level of plausibility to it. So that's what the people here have done. And then they claim to be a prophet. People claim that God came to them in their dreams. They have spoken to God personally and all these things. So right there, they sort of put themselves and their story on a pedestal where people want to read it because people are fascinated with this whole idea that there has to be a God somewhere and that he speaks to some people while ignoring others. And the people who ignore, they are so fascinated that they want to read the stories about the people who he has spoken to, the people who have seen him face to face, the people who have experienced him. And that's all that is. So if I read any other book that has stories in it about stories that are similar to the stories in the Bible, I will come away with the same feeling. That it's all stories. A bunch of stories. Charmaine, what's up? How you doing? Deli, I see you. Deli, what's up? How you doing? Now God is gone back into his petty stage. Now he's going to break up everything. He's going to overthrow the thrones of kingdoms. He's going to destroy the heathen. He's going to break up the chariots, and everybody going to come down at the hand of their brother. In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, will I take thee, O Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith the Lord, and will make thee as a signet, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord of hosts. So now he has chosen Zerubbabel. Let's see what he has chosen Zerubbabel for. Watch ya. The book of Haggai is done. I'm spinning the page hoping to read some more. The book of Haggai is done, people. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of nuclear weapons and wars 5,000 years ago. Only now students decipher. Listen, wars are not new. I tell you what that before. Wars are not new. If somebody today in 2026 predicts that 1,000 years from now, there is going to be some kind of a war. 1,000 years from now, it's not going to be, oh, this brand new phenomenon of war. No. So the fact that somebody would have spoken about a war 5,000 years ago and now there are wars, it's not a new phenomenon. Look how many wars have been fought in the Bible. Wars upon wars upon wars upon wars. The Bible is built on war. Its whole existence is based on wars. So it's not nothing new. Yes, I didn't take it serious. So you can see and feel. Me don't need to go to Israel to see and feel nothing. If you want to go, you go on. If you want to go, you go on. Me don't want to go. You're not going to take me nowhere. If I read that other book, I'd be frustrated. You know, so I mean, I make this book here frustrate me, you know. You know, the people it frustrates? The people who are speaking of it and about it, speaking in loving terms about it even before they have read it. So when they read it, they get frustrated because they just can't understand what is going on. There comes a time. There comes a time. There comes a time when I've just had enough. There comes a time when I've just had enough. You understand me? Where's the mark? The formula for nuclear arms are in the pages. Which pages you talk about? Where said, did I miss something? I said my friend Sparkle Muffin up there, so you know. My friend Pop up Peter. Jesus, peace up. Well, let me turn this up. Yeah. What's up? What are you doing?
I'm in bed.
You're in your bed? Okay. Good to see you. What kind of name that you give yourself?
When I give myself to them, the lady give it to me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You hear that the name call himself Pum Pum Duppy. Okay. Anyway, what's going on with you on this here Friday morning?
I'm blessed. How about you, my sister?
I'm great. I'm here. I'm awake and I'm great. Yeah.
Man, what's your lives about?
All this time you weren't hearing what the life is about?
No, I just come in.
You just wake up. No, so at sometimes on my live I go through the Bible, you know, bringing about awareness of the inconsistencies therein. Combat or make. What I mean by combat nobody make God vex with me. Mrs. Guanya? But combat nobody make God vex with me. Like what think gonna drive fear in me? Y'all can't drive any fear in me. I am not afraid of anything, anyone. I'm not afraid of no Bible. I'm not afraid of no God. I'm not afraid. Because all the time, all you can tell people say, God I got kill them, just God I got chastise them. Like, why? Is that all you are got? You can't drive fear in me. See, even Haggai right here was driving fear in the people. Haggai said all these things God was telling him. Huh?
So hold on. You're against the Bible.
Is there something to be for the Bible?
No, I'm just want to make sure because never hear Jamaican yet against the Bible. This is un-Jamaican almost.
Right, because I'm not a sheep. I don't just follow something because everybody else is following it. I don't just, yes, I was born, I was raised in this. Okay? And I believe it is my prerogative to say if I was born in this and I was you have one will uponize the duppy. If I was born in this and raising this, it is my responsibility to know what it is that I am follow. When you tell me go out and go win souls, I say, well, if I go out and I win souls, what am I supposed to be telling the people to win their souls? I've got to read the book myself so that I'm not going out telling people some gibberish and just repeating, parroting some talking point because somebody give me a pamphlet and say go out there and win souls. I said, no, 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 no. I have got to read the book. And I can't just read it, a verse here, a verse there, a verse. No, I've got to read the book in its entirety. Let me get the whole narrative straight. Let me understand what they are talking about. Who is talking? What they're talking about. What is the expectation of me before I pick up myself and talk about I'm going out there winning souls. And after I read the Bible, after I read it from the beginning to the end, I have so many questions. So many questions. Nobody can answer those questions for me. And I guess pastors and preachers want to tell me, Trev, just shut up. We don't want you here.
Oh, yeah, you're not. Oh, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't ask questions. You're not supposed to ask questions in church.
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to, because the first thing they tell you is that you're not supposed to question God. You're not supposed to question what is in the Bible. Man ways and God ways are not the same. And I said, these things are questionable. So how are you going to tell me that I shouldn't question it? And if you question it, God is going to chastise you. God is going to chastise you. You know, God is going to hurt you. All of these things. So why is this God? You are telling me that this God is of love and grace and peace and all this. And why when I read the Bible, this God is about vengeance and cruelty and wickedness and destruction, especially and more, especially to those who might have a question, might want some more clarity, those who have not done his quote unquote will. Why is it that there is no coming to the table? There's no coming to the table. Let's reason together. This is what I want and this is what you don't want to do. Let's have a conversation. It is death. This God loves blood. This God loves sacrifices. You have to caress his ego. You have to just caress him all the way through. And if you don't, he gets so mad. Why would it be that this God would become so angry at us ordinary people who he has the ability to turn us the way he wants us?
Good question.
Yeah. He has the ability to turn us how he wants us. How we are is how he made us. But for us to change, in my mind, if I have my mind to say to be curl, this is how this God would have made me, right? Because I didn't make my own mind, right? He would have made me to be curl. But for me to not be curl anymore, I need to go to him and go beg him to change my heart from being curl. Why should I have to do that? That means I have the ability to convince God to change his mind. And that would mean that as a human being, I have some great powers because I can make even God change his mind. But he's not open to dialogue, Garden. That is the thing. He's not open to that. Frankie, what's up? He's not open to dialogue. Yeah. He's not open to dialogue because even what I just read here, he's not open to dialogue. He threatened the people. You say, all of you, you hear what he said according to Haggai. You hear what Haggai say? He said to him, he said, God said, look at it. All of you all have your houses with ceilings on it. And you all have not yet built mine. So my house is not important. I'm going to cause the dew not to fall. I'm going to cause drought. I'm going to destroy your animals. I'm going to make you work. You have money, but you will have nothing. It's going to be like you are throwing your money in a bag with hole. So here God comes out with a bunch of vengeance, cruelty on the people, all because they did not rebuild his house. Because after the destruction of Judah and the temple was destroyed, the people went about building their houses to live in. People wanted somewhere to live. So the few people who were left in Judah built their houses to live in. And then here comes Haggai, say God says he's so mad at the people because how dare they build their houses but not rebuild his house. Dr. Jamaica said, like that, I don't hear the word Haggai. That's why this morning I said, I know a lot of people don't even know that there's a book in the Bible called Haggai.
Most people don't read the Bible.
No, they don't.
They interpret, they go to church and let the preacher.
Whatever the preacher says, they run with it.
I was in the church 10 years, right? I was an usher 10 years. So I grew up in this, just like you, right? Most people, they go to church and they open the Bible when they come back from church. Trust me.
Yeah. And they only read what Pastor read this morning.
That's it. That's it.
That's
only
it.
What Pastor said and read.
Yeah, they don't read it in its entirety. Because trust me, if a lot of them read the Bible in its entirety, they would have as many questions as I do. They wouldn't have time to be chastising me. Whatever we have been going to in the past was not church. well, whatever it was. Christopher, good morning. Whatever it was, I mean, the people in the church are not reading the Bible. You know, those who have read the Bible come out with as many questions as I have. And I didn't have this many questions when I didn't read the Bible. I remember when I was like 11 years old, I had a lot of questions. You know, I'd always be asking my mom, what is going on, you know, with the Bible? Like the Bible, she said, oh, you don't question God. You don't question God. So, and that's
sometimes when you're in something, when you're in it, you don't really question it, especially it's coming from your family members. You're going to trust it. It's coming from your mom. Your mom got it from her grandmother and vice versa. So
it's passed down. Tradition.
Family wouldn't steer me wrong. So you grew up, that's your party. That's your religion. So you never question it.
You don't question it.
It's a strong person to when you start to say, wait a minute, this don't make no sense. You know
exactly.
What about this? What about that? And then everybody's against you because everybody is Christian.
Right. And it's like you are forced, like you must comply.
Right.
You must comply. You must do what they say you are to do, or else.
Right.
Or else.
Or they disown you, or they
yes, if you.
Whatnot.
Yes, if you don't do it, if you don't do what they say, then here you are going against the grain. Here you are being defiant. Here you are, you're gonna go to hell. Here you are, God going to chastise you. Here you are, all of these things. And I keep saying to people that there is absolutely nothing that one human being is capable of that another is not capable of, regardless of who you worship. There is absolutely nothing that will happen to one human being that will not happen to another, regardless of who they worship. It does not matter. I think we have to pray for wisdom. Then you go and go pray now. You go and go pray. You go and go pray.
Another platform? Where are you in the chat from? I don't see the chat.
Because I'm chatting here and I'm chatting on the tube. The people on the tube trying to bury me. They try to bury me in fear.
Right. So
no, I've never practiced Islam.
Yeah, man. So they are the same. It's just, I don't even know. They are the same. as far as religions, every single one of them, there's a God, and somebody saw a light. You know, the Protestant, the Jehovah's Witness, somebody saw a light, and he wrote this and that. Ray, rubbish.
Nonsense. They wrote this, they wrote that, they wrote one bunch of nonsense. What are your thoughts on Obia? Obia? Jamaican spirituality or Zion revival. What are my thoughts on Obia?
Well,
what a question.
Hold on, it's a legit question.
It is. It is.
Because I am Haitian. I am Haitian, and it deal with the spirits and the nature and natural laws, right?
Mm.
And like the balance. When you study, not even when in college, I study a lot of religion in college, and Obia is almost rooted in Chinese religion, like ancient Chinese religion.
Oh, is another. Oh, this person saying name Dr. Jamaican. He's saying sucker fit to you.
Oh,
he's saying sucker fit.
Yeah. So it's dealing with spirits, and principalities and stuff like that. Which I don't know, but I stay away from it. I don't understand it most times, but some people believe in it. They have some validity. I think anything you believe in, like people believe in church. So Christianity could be a spirit because most Christians act the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Islam could be a spirit. Most Islam people act the same way. So are we just over here worshiping the spirits for real? For real?
But even the worshiping of this Bible God, it seems like they're worshiping a spirit too. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's a spirit.
Yeah, and they beseech this person to do their will, do things that they are not capable of doing as human beings. They go on their knees and they beg and pray to the spirit that he would do things for them that's outside of the scope of them being able to do as humans. Right? So if she have time with God, she will believe the other. Me no know me love. Somebody says, Lord Rowling said, Obia is quantum entanglement.
Yes, it deals with a lot of laws of nature and stuff like that. So, mind you, before colonization, this is one question that nobody can answer.
Rastafari is a religion.
When I finally started to back away from religion, right? Mm-hmm. Religion and Christianity, to be exact. Mind you.
Caution! What's up?
We say that civilization started in Africa, right? Civilization started in Africa. Everybody says that. White men say that. Everybody says that. Civilization started in Africa, right? So, what were the Africans studying before Christianity?
Exactly. Later, my love. I'll talk to you later. I'll call you when I'm off the live. Okay?
Right. They can't point it out. And also, some of the teachings or some of the Bible stories, the stories are predates back to, there's a book, I forgot the name of the book, but a lot of those books.
Morning, Andrea.
Found it has these some certain stories. The names have changed, but it has certain stories. The same stories in the Bible, found in the Bible, are in this book. I forgot the name of the book. Start with a P. It's an old book, really, and they have these same stories, similar stories. So nobody can tell me that. It's like God just not spoke with the Africans. And God started Christianity. God started religion 2,000 years ago.
Exactly. What? It makes no sense to me. Like, what were the people supposed to do prior to that? So right. Yeah. Did he not require all of this worship and glory from the people who existed before?
Exactly. Because Christianity was 2,000 years, 3,000, but you have civilization that predates.
Of course, predates that. Before. Okay.
And even further.
Of course. Years and years before Christianity, people were on earth. So you telling me that God did not require these people to serve him? He didn't require them all of this glory to be heaped upon him from those people? It's just now that he's requiring this heaping of glory? Wicked man, what's up? What kind of Frank said here weave is a religion. Oh, I cannot dance.
The Rastaman.
Oh, it is. What chapter of the Bible I'm reading today? I just read the book of Haggai, my love. It stopped so suddenly that I don't even know which way to go.
Yeah, it's a very short book.
Yes, it's a
Right? It's a very
it's
short
a
book.
very short book, and it stopped on me so suddenly that God chose Zerubbabel, and whoops, I turned the page to go continue reading, and I'm on to Zechariah. Somebody says, what about voodoo? What about it? Voodoo is a religion, people's religion. I mean, the book of Kemet had a multitude of duppies and all these things. Oh boy, very wicked man. Thank you for lighting up the gallery. I appreciate you. I thank you very much. Good morning, Michelle. How you doing? Let me see who are these in the back here.
I think that's one thing for when you look at, if you're looking from a liberation standpoint, right? I think that's one final thing that we need to break away from to really truly be free within this world is that, to be free without the religious shackles.
I agree with you. Because for sure, when you say religious shackles, that's a perfect description. That is the perfect description. But hold on, let me welcome these people into the chat. Very wicked, what's up?
I'm good, you?
I am wonderful, my love. How you been?
I'm quite okay.
Oh, wonderful. What's the weather like in London this morning?
Oh, it's very dull sky and very cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got some cold going on. Dr. Jamaica, how are you doing?
Bismillah, assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam, Empress. Big up the I self, Lord and Master. Stuff alright.
I love the internet. I come across some rather interesting people. How you been?
Yeah, man, we're there at the Gideon, you know.
You're not the Gideon. Natasha, you sweet, yo.
What is Gideon?
It's them that are the Gideon, brother.
What backfield are you facing? I'm sorry, Oz, continue. Sorry.
No.
We're fighting for the freedom, rights, and them things, social equality.
Okay.
So
morality, upliftment.
What freedom are you fighting for?
On the freedom for practice. Listen, more for able to come out of the cow pen and sell me up behind the open.
So I think you can do that. From I've been a child.
Sell your obian at the open?
No, but
you say what, selling obian at the open?
No, so from I was a child. I'm from St. Mary, and I don't know if you know of the two brothers in the 80s, 90s, and up to 2000. Two brothers. A place called Rosemount off the junction, going up in the. I don't know if you've heard of them. And they passed on now, and they were doing it. When you go to, I remember as a child, because they were friends with my grandmother, and when you go there, they line up is like a doctor's surgery. It was open. Nobody stopped them. So what stopped you from practicing what you believe in?
It's illegal.
It's also illegal, but it doesn't. It's like, but it's not. It's not enforced. It's not enforced in Jamaica. It's legal, but it's not enforced.
It is selectively enforced.
Where?
Or it is selectively enforced. Only some people. They go after.
Some people for obia. Yeah.
When?
But hold on. Let me understand this.
Lock up a you the other day for obia. Them just lock him up.
Where do with this obia? This obia thing. Get me to understand. What?
How does? Sorry, it's continuous.
How this obia work? What you do with this obia thing? What you do?
The same thing like how church people have island powder. Sell people island powder.
Church people have island powder?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah. Them have the cooking oil where them rub you with, and them have the
olive oil. It's olive oil.
How much olive oil like you are cooking?
I know. They use coconut oil too. They use coconut oil.
You know, cook with it. You know, cook with olive oil.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but he's right.
And
them have the ashes where them use for Ash Wednesday if you put on for it.
Oh, yes. Me know say Catholic do that.
Mr.
Island powder.
Dr. Jamaica, when I was younger, because I used to have a headache, and these one of these Oberman, one named Herbie, they usually carry me there for my headache. And up to now, I still have the headaches. They never went.
It never worked. It never.
Sometimes it's physiological, you know.
But yeah. Hello.
Hold on.
Sorry, continue.
Hold on, very well. Same thing like when I go to Jamaica, the Rastaman sent me the root bottle, and nothing happened. So I mean, come on, it's the same thing.
You drink.
When you go to a medical doctor, it's the same thing. They'll tell you something.
The doctor prescribes something to you. All right. If you have we know that the doctor can control HIV. He can say to you, okay, we cannot cure it, but we can suppress it.
Right.
And what it gives you, it make you continue live for a lifetime. If you don't take it, if you don't take this medication, you will demise at an early stage, right? So we know it works, right? We know that it works.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have hypertension, the doctor gives them the control. It doesn't heal it, but it controls it. Okay. Unlike if you're so I don't think what you're saying is correct. At this moment.
What was I saying?
No.
You said.
Go ahead. No,
continue.
It was my bad. I was butting into you and I forgot. I'm sorry. Because
so you said that seem like we go to the doctor and it doesn't work. So I think most time what 95 or 98% of what doctor give to you, because the result is studied, peer
reviewed, it's studied exactly.
So
it's proven.
So it can't really totally doesn't work. It some diseases can't be healed. We know some diseases cannot be healed, but it can be controlled, and you have a better life. That's what it does.
It don't work what you do.
So
you go back to the doctor, they can change it.
Go back to the doctor.
Yes, they will modify it.
Exactly. So if you did go to the Obia man and you get something and it don't work, you buy more Obia.
Hold on. So hold on now. What is in the pill that the doctor gives you?
No, the same thing the Obia man put in a fiend medicine.
No, sir.
Is it in the bush? Hold on, seriously. So most every pill is derived from a bush. The thing is, they don't tell you what bush it is. What tree? What? I just learned this when in college. Every pill is derived from a bush. The thing is, they alternate the bush so they can say it's theirs because they cannot naturally patent
nature.
That's something that's in the nature. So they have to do a little joke, left, right, zigzag. Say, we made this up. And then boom.
It.
Exactly.
But Duppy,
it's the same thing, man.
But listen. The difference between what the doctors give you and what a Hoberman is going to give you is that the doctors has been tried and proven, has been tested. Have reputation, right? So it's proven. In the country, when we are in the country, your grandmother say, go drink little pepper elder tea. You say you have a little upset stomach. Your grandmother say, go drink little pepper elder tea. This is not scientifically proven that the pepper elder tea is going to help you. But based on tradition, your parents tell you that their parents and their grandparents said, whenever you're pregnant, you get nauseous, drink little pepper elder tea. It's supposed to help you. Does it help everybody? No, it does not. You come back again, them tell you, okay, you have high blood pressure, whatever, drink little susumba leaf tea. Because these are things that they used and they will swear by it and say, yes, it worked because it worked for them. But it has not been scientifically proven to say, all right, when you drink the pepper elder tea, it acts on the receptors in your stomach, it's going to reduce the nausea, whatever. On the other hand, if you go to the hospital and you say to the doctor, I'm having these severe cases of nausea, and the doctor says, okay, we're going to give you some Zofran. You take the Zofran helped you, you don't feel nauseous anymore. You say, oh my God, but the Zofran worked for me. Yes, it worked because the scientists who have developed the Zofran formula, they have tested it and tried it repeatedly under different circumstances, and it has worked the majority of the time. So they can comfortably say, If your patient come in with nausea, one of the best prescriptions to give them is for Zofran. That will help them. Now, if you are somebody who is like, your system is a little different and the Zofran doesn't work for you, there are other medications that they can have you try to see what works for you. But it's different from Obia.
Right.
You're not test nothing with Obia. You just have go off of what your granny tell you.
I do appreciate Obia because it's a part of her culture. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's a part of her culture, and we should embrace it. Doesn't mean that I believe in it. I don't think it. If it lets someone feel,
yes, Natasha.
Okay, let me doctor Jamaican. If it make him feel okay. No, I know that what it does. No, but because I think the bush, sometimes the bush can help. But one of my problem with Obia is when they say that they can send some dopey friend out of England to come on you. That's part I find that very strange.
But that dopey is not a thing where we try to convince a man say dopey real. Either you know say dopey real or you don't know. You see me?
So does dopey real?
Hold on, dopey is not really real.
Okay.
There's something that there's a certain fish, right? And it makes you hallucinate. It's like when you eat this thing, you can be unconscious. It's like it's a certain fish that they know to get.
You're talking about the puffer fish.
Yes.
You're talking about zombie.
Right.
Is that the poison one? What is the poison?
Yes.
You must eat it.
Yeah, but you talk about zombie. And you talk about
to make you walk like a zombie.
But
yeah, but that's a different thing than
it will kill it. It will unalive you.
Okay. Well, dopey is dopey. You see me, you have different type of dopey. Bible wouldn't call them spirit. You have different type of dopey. Some dopey live a grave, some dopey live in the house, some dopey are Muslim, some dopey are Christian. You see me? You have different type of dopey. When you go to Kemet and you look on the pyramid and you see the different picture of them, you see Horus, you see Amun, you see Atum, you see Isis. The whole of them, they are dopey. You see me? Different spirit. Them call them jinn or genie. And dopey real. Dopey are not sitting where you make up in your head. You can make up in your head like say, like you pretend like you're schizophrenic. But dopey talk to me already, Like talk to me, Like how you are talk to me. Me a real ugly man in a brother. I don't make me a make up. I don't fool nobody.
Okay, so what can you do
Me run with dopey, me tell people about them dopey.
So where are the doppies are? Oh, this guy said him a pum dopey. Can you run?
If I front he want, you can give him whole heap of front. Just tell him
he says a pum dopey. No, you can't do that because you see what you did a while ago here. You tell him you're going to give him something. Are these women going to acknowledge? Are you just going to give him without access to women? Ask them the question. Can you give them their pum pum? Can you if you topic cannot ask question, So how are you going to do that to this pum pum duppy man?
Ask question, man.
Dopey can ask question.
Yeah, dopey talk like how you are.
So dopey talk.
Okay.
I want the blood.
You see a psychotherapist there.
Fling rock stone.
Huh?
Then set fire.
They set fire, then fling rock stone.
You have to ask your granny about them and sitting because
no, my granny.
She's dead. No, she's not. One of them is alive.
My granny don't know about them things there. But no dopey.
But if I ask her that, she'll tell me, so go sit down, boy. You're the immediate.
Yeah.
She had 94, she'll tell me, go sit down. Come here, the immediate.
Ask them and see, because, say, certain things you don't realize until you get older, because I don't know what really
going on. She's 94, and she doesn't subscribe to such belief.
All right, brother, don't talk.
That's for her problem, for her belief, right? But like we said earlier, our religion is spirits. There's a spiritual world.
Yes.
There's a spiritual world. People don't want to believe that, but there's a spiritual world, and there's some people that operate in that spiritual world. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is the reality, and because you can't tell me.
Good morning, Trev.
Morning, my love. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hold on there. Hold on the people. Hold that thought. Lord Rolling is here. Lord Rolling said Duppy is real. Should I name himself Rolling Calf? But anyway, he said Duppy is very real. It is elemental bodies between realms and the physical and the realms of the physical and spiritual energy. Absolutely. I've met a 101-year-old atheist. Best conversation in my life. All right. Go on. I think Duppy was the one who was speaking.
Right. So, Duppies are real, and people don't want to understand and believe that. But you listen. It's a different, total world. If you subscribe to that world, it's different. People are going to understand it. A lot of people are going to understand it. But when you go to a religion, right? When you go to any religion, why I realized I was a Christian. I was brought up Christian. When I got out, Christianity.
Good morning,
Morning, baby. What's up?
You go to Muslim church people, they operate a certain way. You go to this person, most of them operate a certain way.
Yeah, religion kind of guide your spirituality.
Exactly.
So with the Christian, them just feel like, say, when it comes to spirituality, I feel them thing are the only thing. They try to monopolize spirituality. Tell you which Duppy you can talk to and which Duppy you cannot talk to. And then make grandiose claims about this one is the Holy Ghost and your spirit is evil. You see me? Because yours look like this or yours look like that.
So let me ask something now. Are these spirits that you claim, Mr. Jamaica, Dr. Jamaica, the spirits that you claim that you talk to, can they take directions? Like you can tell them what to do and they do it?
Yeah, they do things.
So they have physiological functions then?
Yeah, they can do things in the physical world and they can even visit the physical world with a body.
Oh dear.
That's why you're not supposed to pee in a hole and so forth.
Where you say that's why you mustn't do what?
Like you see when you're out a bush and you see one hole, one crack and one crevice. You just pee in the hole, so. Because Duppy could have in there. Just like when you go and pick toilet, Duppy could have box you.
Are you?
Like you never grow and know. They never teach you.
I thought it's the earth crop because of the dryness.
Certain things they never teach you about pit toilet when you're little. So Duppy will box you.
Listen, listen. At one point, me growing up, we had pit toilet. We got there any hours a night. All we need a little buckle lamp.
With a buckle torch.
With a buckle torch. I mean, never see. I don't think me see that cockroach. I throw ashes in there. We keep down this. We don't know. Listen, Cashapp, Jamaica need to stop for truth.
I think he's a comedian.
Where's the Dr. Jamaica?
So Duppy they are pit toilet and they name Kubati.
Kubati? What them did they do?
Yeah, so they name. That's the intro.
Them a take a dump? Them always a take a dump?
No man, they love filthy places. They're called the Kubati and they love filthy places. When you walk in at the toilet, you're supposed to say, Allahumma bika min al-kubati wa al-kabait.
Well, I guess the Duppy them in a full pit toilet were very generous because nobody in my family never said that yet. And the Duppy never backs none away. So,
there are different things what people do. But these are just, Duppy story real, Duppy real, the cotton tree real. You were there in the bush and you see one cotton tree with some big heavy chain around it. That's when people set their order. You see me? Maybe you don't know about the cotton tree. Maybe you don't know about the chain.
What kind of indulgence them there? Who are indulging at them something there?
You never used to walk through bush.
Me walk through bush enough time. Walk through bush, walk through gully.
You never see no tree with no chain pan.
I never see no tree with no chain pan yet. I have never experienced that yet. I'm walk through enough busha country, walk through enough gullier country. Never yet, right? Absolute, never yet, nothing. See, big old cotton tree, I never seen no chain pan it. Me never seen no chain pan them. No, sir. Big old cotton tree, big old tree, what did they for years and years and years and years? Me never seen nothing like that.
Them did them, man. Things going out of bush where you don't know. You never see a 3-foot pot, like a real Congo man 3-foot pot.
Yeah, my granny used to have one 3-foot pot. You just put the fire. What about the 3-foot pot? There was something wrong with it?
We mean like one where the bongo man have.
Me never seen a bongo man, so me no know. But my granny used to have one 3-foot pot. You just put it down, put water in it, and put the fire underneath it.
You know who is a bongo man?
Who is a bongo man?
Okay.
Educate me.
There's a whole cultures in Jamaica where
I know there are lots of little subcultures where people carry from wherever they came from with their little cultures.
So straight Congo. So the Congo man, within Congo you have the bongo.
Within Congo drum?
No, yeah, we have Congo drum, yes, and we have it, because some of them beat the Congo.
Oh, that's the only association I know the word Congo in Jamaica.
But bongo is a priest. Bongo is a priest, is a traditional healer. You see me? You find them in a Zion church enough. Enough of them go church nowadays or some of them go church. Now I go say enough. But you find them in a Zion church.
Mm-hmm.
With the mother woman, the mother man.
Hey, Dr. Jamaica, why in the spiritual world the woman priests are more powerful?
I don't know of that being the case.
Somebody say I'm a bingy man. Somebody say higher than bongo,
man.
higher than maroon.
Well, some of the bongo them, start do a thing with Rastafari, and that's where you get bingy. You see me? The bingy spirit them come out of Congo, and then they move to Kenya, and then from Kenya, during the Mau Mau rebellion, the bingy them forward at Jamaica. So anytime bingy drum a beat, my dopey them go there. My dopey them come from Malawi. Sapitwa Nation.
What kind of hobby you work?
Run with dopey mostly. Just, if people want money, we help them with money. Give them money, oil, powder, whatever they want.
I need some money.
Yeah, them just have to know what they want. We just not do no blood sacrifice. And, we are Muslim.
So people say, but man, I go quote or something and everything.
Where you want frog with padlock on the mouth?
Hey, girls, all do it. All the big artists, them do it. All of them, the entertainers, they go see trust me, they go to see the Obia man.
Yeah, man. If you have court case on them, they're sitting, get personally involved in your business. Like, it really don't matter to me what your business is. Me just go charge you a whole heap of money, and I go tell you, say the dopey them gone. That's it. Me not really care about your personal life. He said this and that. Me not go tie nobody, and me not go get you up on no case.
People not going to give money like that.
Then they don't have to give me nothing.
That's what he said. If you can't obey their ex.
No, you just have to obey yourself. When you're forward, it's like a dentist. You can't bring nobody else's teeth or your teeth we work on. So we get rid of dopey out of your life. You see me? So if your ex is a problem in your life, we get rid of the dopey them out of your life. So if people are sitting after you.
What about me if you win the lotto?
Yeah, I work on that, man. Every year I buy a ticket or two.
How much time you win? Mr. Black.
I never win yet. But I buy 1 or 2 tickets a year time.
Then they can't obey yourself to win the lotto. Yep.
So I work on it.
Oh yeah, work on it. Okay. So who have to pay you now for you be able to be successful in winning in obeying yourself to win the lottery? Don't make me have chat foolishness. Make me stumble over my words.
Alright, the dopey them when me have them say them can deal with the lottery thing. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
But the lottery thing have a whole heap of guard pan it. It have a whole heap of guard. So them say they can deal with it. So whenever they say if it buy, because me always ask them if me buy the ticket. And if they say buy, me just buy.
But you still no win.
Me say, and when me ask them if me go win and they say no, but me buy the same way.
From
Because sometimes
Mark say, oh, we gone from Bible to Obia. Listen, me don't know why now, but I am here for it. Me don't embrace either.
the person when it asks about the cotton tree, you have different things where people do at the cotton tree, because a whole heap of dopey congregate at the cotton tree. So, just because you see somebody name or somebody picture at the cotton tree, mean good or bad. The intention, we're not sure what the intention was, but it no mean good or bad.
You need what?
Like when you have money, you must send who one wheel or one lion or something. One wheel and TikTok, you don't know what's the way.
No.
Wheel and just go in the gift box. I see a wheel.
Oh, me not have TikTok set up that way. Me don't know how that the part of TikTok work. Me just get like,
you don't see a gift box.
Like some coins, like me have like 30 coin or so right now.
You want some more coins? You can collect coins on every live, right? So you can collect some coins right here. Look under the bottom. Okay. Look under the bottom of your screen. You're going to see like what look like a little gift box.
Yes.
Touch that gift box. You're going to see some emojis come up.
Yeah.
You see the one that says heart me? It's yes. Like, all right, touch that heart me.
Okay.
All right. Type something in the chat. Type something in the chat right now. Anything. Just hi. Just type anything in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, me see the heart me.
Okay, good. Me not see the heart. All right. Click the send. Did it come up yet?
Me click send, but it always has a send and join. Let me click it.
All right. There somebody won't come up just now. Okay. No, you see beside my name, up on the top of the screen, you see where my picture is? You see a little white oval?
Yes.
Touch that little white oval.
Yes.
What you see come up on your screen?
Join fan club, D2.
Anything that says claim, click on it. Click claim, 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 claim. Anything that says claim. It said join.
Yeah.
That means that first time you come. So join. Click the join and then you will get all the coins.
All right. Join fan club. Send heart me to join. Boom. It's always, I tell me something always short.
What mean by your short?
Wait. Hold on. We can exchange. It's an exchange.
All right.
All right. So let me send now.
And then you pick up all those coins and you can use them. All right. See there. See your heart me come through right so there now.
Just get 25 something.
Coins. Okay. Well, good. So you're going to get lots of coins that you can use as you go around the internet.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Right.
Yeah, man. I know it's something that I want.
So when you go into each live, you do that and you keep collecting those coins and you use those coins around. When you go to somebody else's live, you use them. Yeah, to send somebody a rose or whatever you want to send them. It's up to you. But that's how you collect free coins.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's move right along now. Everybody who's here, that was your instruction to collect your coins for the day. So you can have some coins in your pocket.
Listen, man, from coming out of the box.
You did 10 years? You did collect your coins?
Yeah, man. Get 25 coin or something.
Okay. You collect your coins, Gil? Well, if you're not collect it yet, just type something in the chat and then go up to my name right there, click it, and then start collecting everything that says claim, claim, claim. Collect everything. Yeah. Oh, this is a tall up. Oh, it must have gone. Oh, this name Andrew. That's my name Andrew, then send me name my friend. Morning, Robert. How you doing? Yeah, so anybody who is in the chat, you can go ahead and collect your coins and then you can go use them wherever. Do whatever you all got to do. Whoever you want to give them to later on, you go ahead and do that. All right. Let us move right along. Again, the conversation continues. Right, Sharon? The conversation continues. Gail, what were you asking Dr. Jamaica?
But Dr. Jamaica said the letter, I need to win the letter.
Yeah, man, we work on it. So, like, me, I work on it for myself, same way. So, if me get it, me gone. You see me gone, I want nice, pretty island.
You have a good over man if you can win the letter.
Brother, the thing I work for me. Yeah, you see me? I have more money now than me did have before. It a work for me.
Okay, so the Obia work. You have only a client that come to you if come Obia people?
No. Me not have whole heap of, no, then just Obia themselves. Me not have no whole heap of people. Like a one or two people.
Obia themselves do what?
So there's people, there's OBL people that specialize in certain things. Yeah. Certain OBL people specialize in certain things. Come on.
Yeah, that's why when you forward, you can't tell me about nobody. Me don't want to hear about your neighbor, your sister, your cousin, or your auntie.
Okay.
When people forward and they start talk about somebody, me tell them, say, look, you know, stop it, cause me not interested. You know, them the people need to go help themselves. You there to help yourself.
Oh.
And me I'm gonna have a couple things we teach. Like me just teach 4 things. Me teach Guzo, Bombat, Voodoo, and one next one. Me don't remember our body wash.
Body wash? Hold on there, hold up there. Hold on, they run over that one there so fast.
Yeah, that's a Bombat. It's a Bombat. Body washer when you wash your front.
So you teach them to wash their front?
Yes, when you urinate, you have to wash, you know, have complete elimination. So preferably you don't stand up and pee-pee, you stoop down and pee-pee.
You mean like one man to stoop down and pee-pee?
Yes, so that you have complete elimination of the urine. You don't want uric acid building up in your body. You don't want uric acid. Go ahead.
Wait again. Let me hear what Dr. Jamaica say this. Come and say man no fit turn up and pee-pee then fit stoop down like woman.
You know, like you used to hear this song we say, one day, down a gully. See, brother,
Nancy skinny body.
You remember brother Nancy did a washing body?
Again, Jamaica.
Nurse Johnson, what?
Yeah, you see.
Momo, listen, let me keep me this man. I can't angle this. So that was a real thing then? The little nurse with Jem who used to talk black sister.
Yeah. Brother Nancy a Muslim.
Huh?
Shango a Muslim and Nancy a Muslim. Enough little things where we learn in Jamaica where it's like, you know, it related to the thing, but you don't know, like bombat. When you hear the word bombat, you know what that mean? Bombat. It's how you wash your bumbo hole.
Huh?
Bombat. You throw the water down your bumbo cleat when it reach your bumbo hole, wash your bumbo hole with the left hand.
Then I wish part of your body name, so?
You can't figure that out.
No, I can't figure it out. More what Obia man fi tell me.
Like Bumbaras.
Yeah. So you have these words that have meaning, but because we, you know, the thing illegal, cleanliness is illegal. It's illegal activity, illegal vocabulary. It's criminalized. So
it's illegal to cleanse yourself?
Yes. You're not.
Really?
You can't tell a person how to wash them bumbo hole if you can't say bumbo clot. You see me? So there's certain words where you can't say. So if you can't say the words, then you nullify the conversation. Yeah, the bumbo buckle. So you have the bumbo buckle. The bumbo buckle is what you use. You take the bumbo buckle with your right hand when you sit down on the toilet, and you put the bumbo buckle behind you in the small of your back, and you begin to pour water down your bumbo cleat, which is called your bati gutter. Or your the word, them a real word.
Oh, okay.
And just because, yeah, it name is Stinja. In Islam, them call it Istinja, Istinja. That's why African wash them bottom. African not have no whole heap of pile like how Jamaican have whole heap of pile and hemorrhoids. You see me, when you start practice bombat, you get rid of pile. You get rid of sepsis. You get rid of urinary tract infection. You get rid of a whole heap of maladies like rectal cancer. prostate cancer. You get rid of a whole heap of things. You don't have fecal retention. The toxicity in your blood and your body disappears. You see me? So them things are real, man. The bumper buckle, yeah, everything real. But it's personal hygiene that we don't have because we lost it during slavery and they made it illegal for us to wash our bumper hole.
I've never washed my bumble hole.
With the left hand, yeah. Wash it with the left hand. You know, that's why you know if you have no whole heap of long nails and then sitting there. Because then your body now go clean.
So
Yeah, because I tell you, in case you don't know. So that's the thing.
question, no, you can't drop asleep with this a conversation going on.
And you use, are you beer and you use,
Well,
or you use?
First,
So
nothing.
you
First, you wipe your bottom like a normal person where you used to. You pay the Chinese, buy the tissue, and wipe your bottom with your left hand. Take a tissue, wipe your bottom 1 time, 3 times, 5 times, 7. Add number, get up in trouble. So you wipe your bottom and add number at time. You see me? And then you use your bumble buckle. With the right hand, pour the water down your bumble cleat. It reach your bumble hole. Wash your bumble hole with the left hand. Alright? So it's the difference between right hand.
You use a rag. And your beer and you use.
May I take the rag away and dry it yourself.
No,
You don't want to contaminate your rag.
So enough you contaminate the rug.
Right, and it's not a rag, it's a bumble cloth. Right.
If your rag, it's your rag, you know?
But
Your body thing.
but hold on.
Brother, a fecal matter you talk about, you know, it might be yours, but it's not good for you. It's not good for you, so no put it on your cloth.
Me in a shock absolute, because for the day I born out of my mother's womb, I never hear these things. never hear these things
Yeah,
yet.
you just hear say a bad word, them. You just hear say a word where you know if you say. And you hear say, oh, I see what you know if you do.
I don't know
You know?
what word them.
Not a bad word, how if it be bad?
Yeah, but it's an indecent language. That's
How it
Me not see nothing. Me not see nothing. I've
specific time.
It's not indecent, it's
time
necessary.
when it's supposed to use. And if you don't read certain age, you can't use the type of words. But it's not a bad word. You know what is a bad word?
On the camera.
Black Sea.
When you say,
Hey, I just wanted to say, minding everybody,
Good-
along.
Good morning.
I wanted to
Good day.
say a true thing in my talk. So my baby father time to see the man cock up in the bathroom, walking upon him. I was so disgusted.
The man. What is that? This?
God, Jesus.
Him not sit down on the toilet. Him not stand up on pee-pee.
I say, oh God, the man, first of all, the people them take off the top part and then the toilet so I can't sit down. It's the first time I got them host in Brooklyn. So I'm going there, you cannot sit. There's no top, you know the top and you know the bottom where the man them pee pan and always a
Right.
man.
Yeah,
Them
nice.
take off the top and the man, I see the man pan the bathroom so. Mind you, so the Senegalese them come tall. This big, tall, Chaplin 6'4" man look good. See them so. I was so turned off. I say, what? Then them have one look at something. You know the flower spot them?
Eh.
You know,
Yeah. The bumper buckle.
No.
Bumble buckle is so crazy. But it's a flower spot. It's something the people them have. And them really, no toilet paper. It's like an house. No toilet paper in the place. And I'm like, I'm not using that. That's so gross.
No, but you never know how to
like you
use
say,
it.
you use your hand and wash up your body.
You never know how to use it.
It's the left hand, so you touch everything with the right hand. You shake right hand.
Right.
You eat.
You're
Then
right. You cook. You're right. I never hear this at all. That's why you see me telling
Tissue
say.
can't wipe off dodo. Tissue cannot wipe off dodo. It can only smear it on your body.
But
I use wet wipes after, so I get that. But
You might have
I use
money.
wet wipes after.
Yeah, when I have money.
What about when them use bathroom at work?
You wanna carry a buckle with you? Just use a regular water buckle. You don't use the flower spot.
no, sir. But looking at it now, I'm imagining the posture. If you have to use a bottle to pour water, down between the crack of your butt. Isn't that water going to run forward? So for us females,
No, it does not. It does not.
How you know that?
wait,
Your
wait.
bottom is the lowest.
Imagine the posture. Imagine my posture. I'm stooping down and I'm running this water down my back, and it's going down in the crack of my back between my butt.
Yeah,
It's running
that's how
forward.
I'm going at the pony.
It's running forward. So all that poop are running. No, we not do that.
You have to do it from the front.
Yes.
You have to ask the
No, so
That's the
we ain't doing that as
Because
females. We ain't doing that.
yeah,
We
man,
ain't.
you see, because me a man, may not go able to explain everything the way that makes sense to you. So when you ask the woman them, because the woman them wash them, same way. You see me? So the woman them a wash. With the African woman, you see the Muslim woman cleaner than the Christian woman every day of the week. Every day. You see when you get Christian woman and you get them back shot, a problem because them frozen. Me I tell you the facts. A problem. You see me? And the African them always a complain. I mean never understand why the African them a complain. And them I say, yo, the Jamaican woman them they're so surprised, And the American woman them they're so surprised because them frozen. I mean I say, yo, them youth are just rude. But on a road, I realize say, and the facts them a deal with, they no wash. So if you don't wash, you go frozen. Even when you say you use your baby wipes, it's at the least.
Then hold on there now. Then hold on there now. Let me ask this question, because is it just me? People now wash up themselves before them going to them activities there.
Sometimes you catch them off guard, like you just like hold them right, yes, sir.
Me never know that people now wash up before them going to those activities.
No, sometimes they catch you. Sometimes a man will just catch you and grab you.
Just catch you and grab you?
Yeah. What you mean? You never just walk past the bush and a man just see you and say, yo. Right.
No man can catch me and grab me like that. You mad? No, me love.
Place. Well, you're decent girls.
You just catch somebody and grab them and just go into activities with them?
And not just any random somebody. Sometimes, them call it. Yeah.
Them call it what?
In the spur of the moment.
You mean like your husband in your house with you?
Yeah, man,
man.
It's spontaneous.
When you're spontaneous with your husband in front of you. But when you say somebody just catch you and grab you and get into action.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
that not sound right.
Dry wiping is fine. Dry wiping, you can't dry wipe your way to success. That not gonna work.
May wipe and I use wipes after.
Yeah, you have money.
We mean have money. We mean by have money.
Buy wipes, and everybody have money.
Of course, we buy wipes.
These wipes have chemicals. These wipes have chemicals.
Not all wipes have.
Very harsh.
All of them have wipe chemicals.
Not all.
Man, the antibacterial you have.
It don't
is
matter.
Man-made. The soap is man-made.
I
So
can't.
so explain this. Hold on. Explain this. Parents wipe their child butt with wipes.
Right.
How would that make a difference than having a grown up wiping their butt with their wipes?
Wash your child in the bath pan. You have a little piece.
You're not always going to have a bath pan.
Exactly.
Wash them, man. We learn how to wash.
And you know what? A lot of babies that only use wipes, if you realize people that use wipes the most, their babies get rashes all the time.
Yeah.
That's why we use baby powder. Exactly. We use baby powder to bend it.
No problem.
And baby powder causes cancer. Remember?
Not all baby powder.
If
Hold
wipes is
on.
all you can afford to do, then you just do wipes.
Mr. Black says, I can add context. I traveled on the continent and currently have a home in Zanzibar. Okay, so he says he can add some context for us, and we love context. We love different people to add. Romel, thank you for collecting your daily heart me. Now collect your coins to go with it. Now collect your coins to go with it, my love. How are you doing? Mr. Imagine when they at work and working in restaurants. My God.
Yeah, wash my bottom in which part me there. When me there ground, me wash my bottom. Nobody now go have
You better wipe your hands with your wipes. Me not care which one.
Me not care. Me have to.
Me have to do with the wipes. Me there ground.
You're supposed to be doing it when we get up at morning time.
Yes, you're supposed to wash yourself. You're not frozen. Me never hear no man say that Jamaican or Caribbean
Yes,
people,
brother, some people
women
have the
frozen when them
access to
dep
them
on
yard.
backers, unless them not beard.
Okay. The man, you have to ask the man them, alright? The man them will tell you
When you
something.
write me, I have to go ask them, cause me no know.
Yeah.
Me no know.
Because some little sick name Kuro did it too.
Oh.
They look at frozen tissue balls them.
They wrap up in the ear.
Kuro.
Oh my goodness. Let me see who is AJ. Good morning. What's up?
Thanks, Momo.
Oh my goodness. Using your bare hands and water is nasty. Of course it is.
But tell if you just use your tissue first, you know, take your tissue, wipe your bottom a odd number of times.
AJ,
Wipe your bottom like a normal.
I haven't seen you in a long time, AJ. Them couldn't cook give you. And them in a restaurant are cooking or you buy restaurant food. So
You see, because people not talk from experience, them just talk from them imagination. Them not have no wisdom in the matter.
Oh no, me talk about
Them
experience.
not have no experience. Experience teach wisdom.
Which country from?
J to the Ize, Mandeville.
it seems come from Mandeville.
Mandeville,
Cora,
Manchester.
another method of washing with
Yes, sir.
water without using toilet paper is using a bidet. All right, here Cora said, okay, I use one bidet. Just turn on the bidet and it wash out your bum.
Yeah, man, and that's why
Yeah,
the video
yeah, I do that, but I only
You know
use
what-
wipes after because
You know China?
No.
Eh? Blackie said me eat from them. Let me see what age. Listen.
You see the clean people, them cleaner than the man them when now wash. I'm got two set of man. One man wash and one don't wash. The one we wash cleaner than the one we don't wash. I'm got two set of man. One wash and one don't wash. The dog don't wash. And them the man don't wash.
Oh
When
yeah?
you go to Africa, people wash. You go to India, people wash. You go to
Toilet
Saudi
paper and
Arabia, people
Kleenex
wash.
are made from recycled paper. Heavy chemicals are used to bleach them white.
Them not gonna give you body cancer.
so
After
you don't
50
use
years.
toilet tissue.
Yeah. Me use it, but me not use whole heap like one time. Me not use no whole
So-
heap like one time.
So let me say this. You say you know what?
Vicky,
What you say?
Jump in real quick so we can go on back to government work. Listen to
yeah,
me.
let me hear what you have to say.
First of all, I live with a Nigerian, and that's the practice. Well, she has staying in my house now, and we have discussed this. It wasn't a thing I knew or heard about until I moved to England, right? All heap of Muslims there in England, right? Middle Eastern, African, all heap of Muslims. So it's a thing. Them go bathroom, then carry a bucket of water, right? And they will joke to say that is why they're not date outside of them country.
That's right.
Yes. Right. Their culture. Sorry. Anyways, but in terms of what is more hygienic, you can't tell me no. And I brought it up to my same friend, and I'll tell you what she do after. Right? You can't tell me, and a lot of them do not do tissue first. It matter about tissue first and then wash. Bullshit. Them take them raw hand round there with the shit and water. So me say to her, I'm like, you can't tell me that is more hygienic than me wiping with tissue. So comes, she start, they put bleach in a me hand soap because of that them do. They put their raw hand around there with water, and then they wash and then they wash their hands. No,
Yeah.
that nah.
What?
No, that
Yeah,
can't
do that.
You see, if
can't
you
tell
never
me
wash,
that
you're not
is
gonna do
cleaner than me using a tissue. You
Get
can't
cleaner,
tell me
man.
that is
Get
more
cleaner.
hygienic.
That's
than
nasty.
using a tissue because you can't touch me with that hand
And
after.
your hand up, walla
You can't
in
tell
your.
me say that and clean after.
No.
We
Exactly.
would chop it off.
No.
We would chop it off. Lord Jesus, do not touch me. Don't touch me.
People, you are missing out. If you want to join the chat, want to see the graphics, you got to come over to the talk.
You came back, Jojo.
Don't touch me before them head.
Them nasty. So let me ask you something. So is it their left hand they put back there to wash? Because I know when I studied cultures in college, they always say that, those cultures, they don't use their right hand to touch anything dirty, like, you know, poop and stuff like that, because they eat with their hands and stuff. They don't wipe their butt with their right hand. But no, you tell me, so them I use their hand and I wash the beer poop out of them butt.
And that compound the issue now, because then that made the issue even more complicated. So that is why now it is rude for you to shake your left hand to shake. Give them left hand for shake. You're rude.
That's right. Now you know.
That are them dirty hand because them put it in.
We need some more hands, questions.
Right. So because them put it in the piece and the sheet, that is why it is rude. But then you cannot. But then look at it this way: you cannot cook with one hand. Everything you are doing, you
need both hands.
And your non-dominant hand. All right, and then at the same cultures them that name with them and no stop it.
Right.
We're not, and Mr. Black, no, we are not saying all Africans. Me never said that. I started out saying it is a Muslim culture, so Middle Eastern and the predominant Muslim countries.
And
I said that. Me not stereotype everybody.
Yeah. Even the Christian in Africa do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nasty. May I stick to my tissue. Nasty. Anyway, later, bye-bye.
All right, Vicky.
Tissue and my wipes.
Yeah, me go on with my tissue and my wipes and then I shower afterwards. Yeah, me go on with that.
Just use your left hand, though. Just use your left hand. At least start this one. Use your left hand.
Use my left hand. Me use my right hand to wash my body. Me use a rag. Me wash off myself.
The Bible mentioned the right hand of fellowship. You see, yesterday, when me tell you said Nineveh is Jamaica, and the two conditions of Nineveh was the ignorance of right and left and extreme violence. Jamaica have extreme violence, and the Jamaican makes no distinction between the right hand and the left hand. No distinction whatsoever.
I know Jamaica alone have extreme violence. Why?
Jamaica, you know, say number one when it
No. Jamaica is not no number one in no violence. No, sir.
We talk about in the unaliving rate according to the world, how they measure it.
No, Jamaica is not.
Sorry. Which part were there, Gills? Tell me where we there?
Number 3.
Alright, I'm gonna count the other two set of people, them as people.
What do you mean by you don't count them as people? Oh, what they going on? Nurse baby, what's going on, sugar?
They need to surrender their life to God.
Yeah, no, we have our challenges when it comes on to you know, the lawlessness in terms of the unalive. Yeah, we have our challenges, and I see the authorities are working diligently to get it. But
yeah, man.
But we are not the worst. We are not number one. There are others. And for you to say the other two people, the other two groups, you know, recognize as people. What kind of thought that?
No, man, we're not talking about them, the kind of activity. We're talking about in-home
Cora
activity.
says, so if you...
Like spouse
Patrick, good morning.
You know, the unaliving of our original woman.
I know Jamaica alone.
Yeah, man, we know, but you know, say we're very violent. No, man, we don't export the thing too tough.
Neil, what's up? O'Neil, good morning.
You know, America number one for that.
Good morning.
How are you doing, O'Neil?
I'm doing good.
Boy, the story they are going with itself.
Yeah.
AJ Russell, AJ, what's up?
Distinction. Right and left hand. No distinction.
Okay, Vicky. Art, we'll talk later, my love. Have a good one. We'll talk. Make we continue with this conversation here. You were saying something, AJ. Let me hear what you got to say.
I think them totally need to surrender their life to God himself.
Who?
The people them we are wash.
The people them we are wash them, Batty?
No, me hear one conversation about Jamaica people and this war and violence. But I am from Jamaica as well.
Right?
Yeah.
And yesterday one road up off my side broke way. Road Tiki Road.
Which part that? Which part of Jamaica are you from?
Chilani.
From Mandeville side.
Oh, you come from Mandeville?
Christiana way and come up Coleville.
Oh, Colville. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Me dey here, so but me nah no help. Nah nothing. Cause look now I want Ebony Park School me I go in April, but me nah no school shoes, nah no belt, nah no. Me uncle have the pants and the shirt. See it. But me nah no, me no see I know school shoes now.
I know belt now wear.
You wear belt, you know. Me have to keep my pants up on my waist. See it. Me can't keep it down yourself for me and the pants are sure.
But you not sound like somebody in school. If your voice sound too crusty for being at school.
No, I am just 23.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Which school you are planning to go? You say Colville Primary School? Primary School?
No.
Ebony Park.
Ebony Park, hard school, the best thing.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Okay. Now we're on the same page. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay, so you want to go up a hard school. Who the party life can help AJ go up a hard school? Up at Ebony Park. Anybody on the Versatile? What's Versatile? I ain't seen you in a hot minute. What me can't hide from you? What me do you?
It's in Florida.
Oh, the Versatile. Oh, they're up at Clarendon. Dr. Jamaica might be
Yeah, man, you're not that far from me.
all right. You hear that Dr. Jamaica? They're not too far from you, AJ. You know, can't link him up. He said people can't link him up for other people, but they can't link him up for themselves.
We don't know which part.
But let me tell you from now, Dr. Jamaica same work, Obia. Me just tell you from
Get
now.
some money wash. Can get some money wash with teacher Guzo.
No, we don't deal with that.
AJ.
No. The Almighty don't deal with those things.
Okay, AJ not deal with that.
You are speak for the Almighty.
No. The Almighty speak truth and uprightness and deal with nothing in a Obia. He deal with
And I'm tell you that personally.
Alright, Mr. Black said they don't a Demby. So Mr. Black said there's somewhere down a Demby side down there, so.
Oh. Yeah.
Me don't know them place there.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I look, man, please,
Okay, well, there is some positive y'all can do today. AJ said he needs a little bit of help, and that's one way to contribute. Neil, what's up? To help the young men so that we can keep them off the streets, because we don't want those statistics to continue blowing up. We don't want that.
All right, so can I add some context?
Who they here now? Who is this?
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
Yeah, man.
Oh, me just see another chat. Oh, okay. All right.
So yard man, just like most people on the chat. So yeah, so with context of wiping yourself, yes, a bidet is a whole lot more hygienic. I learned that throughout my travels going to Hawaii and everything. You see, once you go to places like Hawaii, if you go to a standard hotel, every single toilet there has
a bidet. Mm-hmm.
Yep, because it adheres more to the Asian culture, because Hawaii is very close to Asia. So a lot of their tourists going there comes from Asia. It's just normalcy. All right. In Africa, yes, I have a home in Zanzibar. Been to East Africa a lot, and yeah, they do use a bidet a lot. Did I master using a bidet? Have I ever master using a bidet? No. I have sprayed shit up my back a million times. I've been trying so many times, but I will let you know this, right? If you master how to use it, it's actually a whole lot cleaner. All right. So for all of the people who believe in wipes, baby powder, and all that stuff, it's actually scientific research that concluded that baby powder has a lot of heavy chemicals that actually cause cancer, right? No matter which baby powder you use. Every single wet wipe you use has heavy chemicals in it. No matter if they say it. If you live in the United States, they tend to say that they don't, then you hear 3-5 years down the road. Oh, studies have just shown that, yeah, these wipes do give you cancer. It is all lies. All these things have heavy chemicals in it. Yes. Your rectum is by far one of the most sensitive places on the body, and you can absorb a lot of heavy chemicals through that way. I.e., for instance, I used to volunteer with people who use substance abuse here in the Northeast, and when they come into their meetings,
Hi, AJ.
they have to get breathalyzed check and everything. You want to know how these substance users got around the breathalyzer test?
They put it up their butt.
Exactly. They will soak tampons in alcohol.
You're right.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about man and woman, you know.
Yep.
And then put it up their butt.
Right.
So because the rectum absorbs chemicals very, very fast, even faster than the mouth.
Yes, the mucosa there absorbs very,
All right.
yes.
All right. So Jamaican people, I will say this, and everybody on this life, not because it's on the label saying it's not. Look at it this way, all right? Shit can be washed off with soap and water. So if you wipe with toilet paper and you get pan, I'm very sure you're going to wash it off with soap and water. So even if the African, and it's not all Africans, okay, let's be very, very clear here. It's not all Africans, all right? The thing is that people tend to see the extreme sides of culture, and those are outliers. It doesn't mean that it's a normal thing, all right? When you wipe with your left, that's an Islamic part. That's an Islamic rooted tradition, all right? They simply don't do anything that's seem as disfavourable with their right hand. Of course, they use both of their hands to do everything else, but they have a particular hand that they dedicate to cleaning themselves, which is their left hand. It doesn't mean that their hand, they're walking around all day with shit on their hand. No, it just means that culturally they use their left hand to wipe themselves, and then they use the right hand to greet people. They see that very disrespectful to greet somebody with their left hand. It's just a cultural part of it.
Okay.
All right? Touching upon the Obia side of it, all right. I grew up in Jamaica. Me used to have an Obia man right there in my yard, all right? Yeah. The one thing I used to know about Obia is just that, all right, I never saw anybody went to Obia man at Christmas and say, yo, you know, say, Mono is a good person. I'm going to send Mono some good Christmas cheer. It's never that. It's always, yo, Mono take with me girl, Mono take with me woman, want to mess up their life and all those things, all right? So I grew up fearing Obia until I started going to places like Brazil, been to Haiti, and also on the continent of Africa. So if you're in Jamaica, you have Obia. If you go to Haiti, it's voodoo. If you go to Brazil, it's kundomble, right? Once I started exploring those places and just being very close to these African spiritual side of their culture, I realized that it is just African spirituality that's actually dubbed as, that's been demonized by white people to be something evil. Africans, there's nothing wrong with African spirituality. It actually makes a whole lot more sense than actually praying to the sky and praying to a white god. Simple and straightforward. All right? I have lived with the Maasai tribe for 2 months doing social research. And when I heard them explain what they worship, it made 100% sense more than praying to a white god. Right?
Okay.
They pray to the soil that gives them food and maintain structure under their feet. They pray to the sun that gives them energy, and henceforth food and everything will grow. They pray to the water. Obviously, everybody needs water to drink, and water sustains life. 85% of our body is actually water. So when I meet people that actually put their reverence to stuff like that, it actually makes more sense. That
more realistic. It does make more sense.
It's
More realistic.
than actually praying to a white god. It makes no sense. So, for the Obia man thing, I make it no sense. I don't fear Obia. You know? Only evil people fear Obia, to be very honest with you. So
but there is nothing named Obia, you know, my brother.
Yep. Bustin, I just forward up so. Bow and say good morning now.
Sorry, my sister. Actually, the part that does hit me, you know?
The part that hit you. What's up?
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You know, good listening to the people that want to learn.
And for the toilet paper issue, if anybody remember during the pandemic what really happened with Americans here and toilet paper,
them have a connection. Them have something about toilet paper. Them have something with toilet paper, may I tell you.
Me there, I'm going through the pandemic, man. No matter which grocery store, which one of the big wholesaler them I go to, man.
No toilet paper. Gone.
I'm showing nothing, all right? Me and my son going a wholesaler, I think it was Costco at the time. And we going, I can't find no toilet paper. And I said, watch out that. And my son, I said, boy, because I'm born in America, you know? And I said, Dad, what are we going to do? I said, listen to me, yo, a Jamaica may come from in a bit. So, me find a way to wipe my body. I grew up, I used to want to wipe my body, so it's not a big thing.
Well, look, 2 pieces of quaco bush.
At one time, I picked the shit a bush at night and used to wipe my body. That was a good experience. So, me tell you, we'll find a way. But however, What I saw was that I saw one man come out of the store and the man have a big old grocery cart pile up with toilet paper. I'm looking at him and I tell him, say, yo, look at it this way. You see that way, you see that's happening? That will never happen in Jamaica because as soon as they leave his store, you know, say, I get checked on that period. Brother, you can't just stack up yourself so everybody want toilet paper. There was a shortage simply because people got
hoarding. People still have toilet paper in their house now what they buy from pandemic.
Because people got selfish because they started hoarding and that's what created the shortage. My African friends back home in Tanzania, they were watching TV laughing at us because they were just like, do they know that the bidet is actually a whole lot more hygienic and cleaner? It actually is. You just have to get practice using it and you just have to get used to it. If you grew up in those areas, that's what you'll be using and it'll be completely normal. All right? So even if these people use their hands to wipe themselves, left hand, whichever it is, hey man, as long as you wash your hands, look at it this way. I have 2 kids. I've changed 1 million diapers. All right? I've plenty of time then shit get by me. What me do? I'm gonna wash my hand. Very simple. Very
Chef
simple.
Henry, what's up? So somebody say better for you can't just wash off the shit off of your hand rather than
Question though.
being so serious about toilet paper?
Wait, hold on. I have a question for Mr. Black.
Shoot,
Yes.
Momo.
So you say you changed plenty
How
of
will you eat, Mom, AJ?
Yeah.
you
Right.
change the plenty of diapers. And
Yeah.
you said every time when you change them, you wash your hands.
Yeah.
So it's not the same thing and you scoop the doo-doo out of your
No, well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, whether you intended to do it
Or not. Poop or catch by your hand. If you are change baby, chances are poop or catch by your hand.
Shit get by your hand.
Chef Henry,
Right, so
what?
whether it was
Yes, you will
intentional
get shit
or
on your
not.
hand. You will get shit on your hand if you change a diaper. Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit. Not a
Yeah.
lot.
Alright, so
But
you-
to deliberately go to the bathroom and use your hand to wipe your butt.
Exactly. Dibbly, go into the bathroom. Let me go to the bathroom and scoop shit out of my ass.
Well, here's the
Alright,
thing.
you know, say, me
No.
that say something towards one of our sisters.
Let me answer. Look at it this way, all right? As I said, in the Northeast here, I worked on a lot of acclimating projects when it comes to Africans coming in here, all right? Because my mother worked with the state that I lived in, and through my university days, I volunteered a lot in the program that my mother actually started, which is to acclimate tribal Africans coming into the American culture, all right? We had a vehicle that was donated by the city, and I had to pick up some Senegalese, and they were very tribal, all right?
Okay.
I took them grocery shopping, and typical grocery shopping, I brought them to, I have to show them like, hey, this is what it is, this is what you do, walk them to the entire grocery store, and now I brought them back to the apartment. I'm sorry, now we're gonna have to put away the groceries. I said put away the groceries because I assumed that anybody in the world would mean that you put the groceries away. They took the bag of groceries and just cram into the freezer every single thing, eggs, vegetables, whichever. I'm sitting going like, no, that's not how you do it.
Oh, yeah.
I said no.
Thank you, Chef.
The canned stuff you're gonna have to put in your pantry. Your bread have to go there. Your eggs have to go there, and have to break it down. It just comes down to the lack of actual understanding how society actually operates. You have to remember that a lot of these people are coming from regions. When you say tribal, you're talking about people that don't have running water, people that has never had electricity in their lifetime. And when they come to a so-called first world country, yes, people are going to demonize the way they operate simply because they never had the resources that we have. So in all honesty, it's really unfair to demonize people when you see that. Look at it this way. I lived in Brazil, right? And I backpacked through South America. I've been very blessed in my life, to be honest with you. Me nah show off. I've been very blessed, all right? And when I was in Brazil, I used to get so offended when people said some of the most stupid things about the Jamaican culture. I used to get pissed off. I almost got in plenty of fights there. And I realized at one point, I said, you know what? One youth walk up to me and say, oh, you're from Jamaica? I'm like, yeah, man. And he's like, is Jamaica in Africa? And I'm like, what? Have you ever looked at a map, man? Like, seriously? No, Jamaica in the Caribbean. So I was like, what the hell? Then the minute I stopped, I was like, he was a young kid. And I said, you know what? Don't get angry at him. The reason why he said that, he really didn't know. And you as a Jamaican know, get the opportunity to truly shine some light on your culture so people can actually understand. So take it as an opportunity to share information about life and just say, because a lot of times they really don't know and they're going about their normalcy. Right? So if you say, hey man, I get it, that is what you're used to, but you're in a different society now that operates a little bit different. So let me help you in understanding how this society operates, so you can acclimate and live a much more healthier life, and people won't demonize it based on your culture. I won't say cultural, but your normal practices of which you're used to. So it's not about demonizing each other, because at the end of the day, we're all Africans here. It doesn't matter if we're from Jamaica, Trinidad, St. Lucia, the continent of Africa. Amen. As long as you're heavily melanated, that's where your origin actually starts.
Right.
So we can help each other. We don't have to demonize.
I agree.
Right.
King I, what's up?
That too. And why I see the dynamites come in place is just all about money. Cause when we really look upon it, the richest set of people them are the people them in the Caribbean. When we mean rich, we're rich in every resource life sustain. Saying is like me look upon the time like when Jah and Sam create the garden of Eden and gave the world to us to go create life. And upon the planet Earth, where I make our sit down, our ancestors sit down and say, yo, we can't take no more of this. We cannot take it no more. These people, we and them have to really sit down and put this thing to pen and paper, because our ancestor can't go through this no more. And anybody who agrees as the national, they can come here and have a good, peaceful life. We're not going to really stop them from doing their business, but we want to occupy space with our people. These are the laws for the people, and these are all what we want for the people. So why is it from our ancestors make all of these laws, we still can't get these laws to live by? No, we're still in a fight and a fuss. And that may I talk about, my brother, regardless what the world want to do and wipe on who you want wipe and who want type. No want the rights of our ancestors now to privilege each and every living human being. Want to that. Everybody are run to this new world order. Want to our ancestor order where we forget we 40 acre land and live free and independent and live as a choice we want. Why we can't get it? And that may I talk about. Everybody have them rights to comply. Okay, we comply. Give we acres of land where our ancestors say forget. Give it, we want it. How about that? And them there's something we talk about, my brother.
So who is it that's supposed to give us that 40 acres of land? You're talking about the 40 acres and a mule? Is that what you're talking about?
Anything what our ancestor left for us, and it was right and written. We have a treaty in the world, right? We have rules, laws, regulations our ancestors live and give to us to abide by, and the world have to obey them. We need them, and we need with freedom occupy space. That and my mind is on. That my mind is on.
100% in agreement, but the only thing is that any treaty that Africans entered into with Europeans or whites will never be honored.
Will never be honored. Never.
It will never be honored.
Well,
so the key thing is that now for us.
All right, this is that. All right, look. It have to be honored, because you know why? It have to honor.
It never will be.
Miss, is your program. I can't tell you how to run it, but everyone have a view. And
it never will be honored. But go ahead and say what you got to
by
say.
You telling yourself or telling the platform, telling the world that it never been honored. That means like we are neglect our ancestor thing where them do we get honored already. All we have to do is follow around. All we have to request is our ancestor things them leave for us. We just have to request. We don't need to do nothing more. We request it.
Yeah, man, Buzz, listen.
We're not that easy, Buzz.
I'm in 100% agreement with you, because for African spaces in this world is shrinking more and more, even on the continent of Africa. But the reason why I say it will never be honored, it's not about us Africans being dishonorable. It's about the people that we're going to these treaties with that are dishonorable. One of the key things is that you said requests, and that is one of the key things that most of us, we need to start really change our mindset and realize that we don't really need these people permissions, right? Like take for instance, the work of Marcus Garvey, all right? He was one of those people who was trying to ensure that those treaties were respected and honored and create a space where African countries and the diaspora back in the Caribbean, North America, whichever it is, can trade with each other, all right? These people went in and destroyed it simply because of the fact that Africa, South and Central America and the Caribbean is a breadbasket of white people's empires.
Right.
They will never let it go. So that you're asking a man to chop down a tree where feed them. And they will never do it. They will rather bring war to everywhere in the world before they respect everybody else's rights for living in this world.
All
so
right.
the key thing is that we don't need their permission. But I will let you know that they're not going to give it up without a fight. And so unless African people globally decide to say, yo, we have to go fight and stop begging them for their permission, then it will never happen.
All right, look on this. I'm like how you reason. I swear to God Almighty, I like how you reason. Yes, I'm
give thanks,
fear.
man.
I'm listening, you know. You reason with sense and you reason with logic. Saying, no. Everybody claims that me dunce, me not no sense, me this, me dark, me not no sense, me live in a third world, me live in a back in the time. There is nothing in the world that going on now. It that happened from in the time. All of the rules and the laws, them we are going now. It was from in the beginning, right? And if my ancestor can pass on, and when me go on my bed at night time, them a dream me. And I ask me, say, if this is the life you want to live, if me I live so now, right? And me start say me go to school or college or have degree or bachelor. And at the bachelor when me come forget when them never have nothing and them left how much things to me and how much rights them left to me. Where people, when me not know, them gonna know them. And sign agreement with them. I said, this is the life I want my generation to live. Right? And you and your organization supposed to support them. And them supposed to oversee UNO. Right? Now, they switch the diaspora. I said, no, UNO comply to us. Yes, we comply to a certain extent. But if you look on the diaspora life, where the government them free and put on every individual, we only have the rights to comply. If we not comply, we have two choices. Go see the judge or the maker. What is that? That's abuse. And that's violent. So the people who we put to protect us, they are violent to us. And they use the words, say we are not complying. But yet still when you go back to see your maker, they claim you pray and you go to heaven. So if you never go to heaven, you never go to church and you go see your maker, you go to hell. So they claim so we're wrong when they are the one who is here who's supposed to keep down violence. But every day they invent in violence weapon. And you cannot violence have one thing protect yourself nor your family. When our ancestors tell us so if we protect our own self.
But Buzz, hold on there.
Come harm you.
Hold on there, Buzz.
Don't let no man drive fear in us.
Buzz is emotional. Buzz.
We not emotion, nothing.
Relax. Not nice, what's up? Relax, Buzz. Hold on, let me hear what you said. Mr. Black.
It's a
There is absolutely no way. Our ancestors were deprived of a lot of their rights. You know, those who had land, it was forcefully taken. All their rights were forcefully taken from them. So if now we are going to say that, well, we are here to claim whatever our ancestors had, it to me it seems like a losing battle, because how are we going to reclaim what our ancestors had? Our ancestors have been gone many generations ago. Do you think, Buzz, take a chill now, star? How do you think we are going to be successful at that? Do you think the powers that be at the moment are going to just say, okay, you know that we had stolen this piece of land from African ancestors, we're going to search for their descendants and give this back to them? Do you think that is going to happen? I don't think that will ever happen.
Look, no, I go on realm,
Best
sister.
thing we can do
Everybody
is
say
breathe.
them a click when them ancestors have. We must stand up now. I say, yo, we want back everything what we say in our government.
We're not gonna get it back. You know, long people talking about them want 40 acre mule.
Sister, it is easy. It is easy.
So how we not get it done
argument.
yet? If it's
No,
so
listen
easy.
up, because we now have the people them were really ready to stand up, and the person who in position will have the documents where the ancestor leave it. Because if he never leave, he will not depend on Google story and tell you what them do. Well, if them never leave it, we will not have a treaty in the world. If them never leave it, it's only Jamaica have a king's house in the world, and the next place where the two king's house alone. So that for sure you say we are king of the earth, and we make law. We Jamaican make law and give it to the world. We our ancestors.
All right, relax now, Buzz. All right, relax now, Buzz. Yeah, relax, Buzz, relax. The conversation is going to continue. The conversation going to continue. And Buzz, I'm going to ask you if you just sit down in front of the class and listen a little bit. All right? I know you seem quite emotional about this, but relax.
He is. He's speaking facts.
Relax.
But he needs to relax and
Relax.
drink some water.
All right,
Alright,
AJ.
so guys,
Yeah, what you say, Black?
please go ahead.
No.
If anybody else want to chime in, go for it, man.
You are talking truth, my man.
I was gonna talk about AJ. Remember, AJ told us we're not just there here for chat because we have mouth, you know. Remember, AJ came up and he asked us for some help. He said he wants to go to the heart. He wants to go to the heart somewhere over there in Mandeville. I know there are lots of people here listening. If there's anybody who is over there, he said he wants to go to the heart, go pursue something. I don't know what it is he wants to pursue.
Tractor.
You want to drive tractor?
Yes, and
You want to drive tractor?
they have housekeeping and they have food beverage and they have all kind of things farming here.
Okay.
Well, brother, look, I can speak in the areas that I'm familiar with. Agriculture, I'm not that familiar with in Jamaica because I left Jamaica when I was 19. I got back and forth, but I worked in the tourism industry. I worked very closely with the Jamaican Tourism Board because I represented Sandals Resorts here in the US. I did business development and product management for them here. Right? If you want to learn, you don't need to go to school to learn housekeeping. You know, you're Jamaican, you're clean, right? That is housekeeping. All you really need to do is just go apply to one of those hotels and start working your way up. You will get the experience you need.
You have to go there to get certified.
Oh, so you have to be certified now in Jamaica to apply? Well, then if you have to, then enroll in the program. If you need that certification to get employed, then enroll.
You have to go to Hard Trust to get certified.
Yes.
Right. Right, so if you go and get certified, then go and get certified. As for let's see, what other occupation you said? You said housekeeping, F&B?
No, tractor the first thing I'm going to do.
Oh, just to learn how to drive a tractor? Operate a tractor?
Yes.
Oh yeah, man. So those areas are technical areas. So definitely I would say yes. If you need to get it
Jeffrey, what's
to
up?
get certified, then you have to go get the certification because the certification will get your foot in the door immediately. They will hire you faster than person that's not certified. But however, if you carry a lot of experience already in the field, then it should make it very easy for you to knock out the certification courses. You know, now it's just really, you're just getting the paper to say that you're a pro at this.
You know why? Me I say something to you, my brother. Sometimes
Yeah.
I want maybe reading ability to just like myself. So maybe I want can know the theory and know the roughly work, but in that want go to school, go get a little prep up, maybe in family background or whatsoever, my financial.
Yeah, man, look.
You know, but
yeah.
the best way to know where Andrew Holdings and from before is hard. You want all of the youth them go to heart, and when you get a registration from heart, you qualify to go overseas anywhere. It's like a CXC.
Well, yeah, Jamaica.
Alright.
Jamaica has always been an island that exports.
Yeah.
That exports genius. That's what we do, because the island is too small. The industries cannot sustain the amount of people there to work. So yes, a lot of us have to leave the island. Hence why a lot of us are probably on this chat right now from different areas in the world as Jamaicans or Caribbean people.
But you know what me realized to my brother, what going on, we produce a lot of ancestral.
Yes.
And we never get surfy ticket. And then when we come out foreign or wherever we go, we have to go back in our school and they set we back somewhere and they make we learn still. But we are looking if we never have to go to school with that. You know what I mean? So we don't get through more faster. So this a new step when we see them and make is a good way for the youth them to say, alright, go to school, get to the qualification, don't waste no time. So this is a good chance for him to say, alright, yeah. And we can try to help him in every way, yeah. You know, but just make use of it and know, say, yo, we are go to school, you know, waste time. Because time is very precious, you know.
Listen, for me, I in a time of which I moved from Jamaica, I moved to the States, the college game was the way to go, you know? Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm raising two kids. My brother came up from Jamaica. He went to UA in Jamaica. And he came up to Jamaica to the US. He's in Virginia now. And he's been here for maybe about 7 years now. When he just moved here, he was contemplating going back to school. I'm saying really, in today's economy, I wouldn't encourage people to say, hey, college is going to be the thing that saves you. It won't. In the US marketplace and the job market, yeah, exactly. Everybody, a bachelor's degree is a dime a dozen. It's like a high school diploma. Everybody have one, you know? So it's a very, very competitive landscape. But I will make you notice, yes. I will make you notice. Remember one day, I live in the Northeast, you know? Cold region, US. And I remember my furnace went out. I'm a link with my virgin, and he's a plumber. And he come through. And, you know, the morning, I was getting ready for work, and I get ready. I'm just on time, I get ready, and I say, yeah. The virgin come through. That the man that come at work, yard man just like me. The man come at work in a t-shirt and just a regular pair of jeans, you know. So me am a reason them thing like I can't let me job no say I'm not go come in to be clear, come have an emergency take care. So me and Virgin did a reason them thing. I say, yo, how much money you make as a plumber? The man say, yo dog, me not only do plumbing, I'm HVAC certified as well. So that means that he's needed year round. In the winter time, he's needed for fixing heat. And in the summertime, he's needed for fixing air conditioners and all that stuff. Right? So, I'm sorry, right here. You don't have to give me the real number then, but how much money you make last year in your business? And he owns his own business. It doesn't work for anybody. You know? He owns his own business. The man say, yo, dog, last year, me make over 195. My jaw drop. Because me did in a suit and tie. And me pay a crack 100. Alright? You see, the key thing is that there's a delusion in the economy globally, and particularly here in the US market, and even at Jamaica as well, that attach success to wearing suit and tie and work in office. When in reality, success...
It only look good. It look good in the but...
It only look good and look good on paper. Yes, man? You see the people... There you go. You see the people that will invest in a trade are the people that will excel, because one of the key and rule of thumb, particularly in the American marketplace, is that you see if you're willing to do things for people, there you go. You see the dirty jobs them? You see the jobs them what people are willing to do? Those are the areas that you can excel. And I would always tell youth to say, hey man, college might not be the road for you, but look into trade. And here's the thing. The only thing you need to learn in this life, once you learn your trade, is learn how to manage and run a business, because your trade can be converted into a business immediately. So learn how to manage and run a business. But I would always tell people,
because your trade
go
is
into
a
trade.
business.
Your trade is a business. So learn how to grow it and learn how to manage it.
You is a self-billionaire or zillionaire. You is like an Elon Musk. You is like anybody. Where
When
the billionaire.
is a trade man, the whole world want you.
Right.
Exactly. What is a trade man?
So when they go to construction, trucking, whichever it is, learn how to convert that. So even for all my sisters and my brother, my work as CNAs and all the things, because a lot of our people come in and fill that space a lot. Learn the fact that you can actually not just be a CNA, you can actually go on to going into nursing, and actually you can actually go open up your own care facility if you know how to do it. Right? You can even a dentist
is very qualified to be a dentist, and a lot of people don't take care of their mouth, and we realize like even when you smoke and you drink a lot of stuff we grew up on your teeth, if you don't take it off, it affect you when you get much more older. You gotta take care of your mouth, you know.
Morning, Nana.
So
your mouth is a gateway to your stomach. Your mouth is by far will define your health in this life. If you have bad oral health, you're gonna have bad gut health. If you have bad gut health, you're gonna have bad
Justin,
health.
where there is money. When we all go right, Mocha go Buzzer go left. Not nice.
no, I'm not going left. We have to go both. We can't just go right. You have to go both. We have two arms. And that's how we have.
I can't do you know that nice. Ah, boy. Oh, listen, we just gotta what am I gonna say? I forget what I'm gonna say.
I'm glad I wasn't scrolling this morning. I came across this school.
I'm glad you came here, Mr. Black. I sincerely, you can't believe we came here this morning with the whole intention of reading this book of Haggai. We read the book of Haggai. To be honest with you, I don't know when the conversation reached here. You know, said Dr. Jamaica.
Dr. Jamaica.
No, but we talk.
Listen, we read the book of Haggai and Dr. Jamaica came up and started saying he's a Hobia man. And listen, the whole conversation switched. And now look where we are. Then AJ come and said he wanted some help to go to the heart. And look where we are now. Talking about the heart and all of this. We have gone all over the world in this live. But listen, thank you, Buzzchin. Thank you so much. Now don't forget to collect your coins.
Yeah.
Somebody have a question, shoot.
Sorry, not a question.
Oh, Korak, how are you doing?
Good. I was going to say,
All right,
I've
say
been
it.
listening for a while, but a while back they did offer free training for heart, or heart did offer that. So if they are still offering it, I would suggest AJ Russ.
But AJ need belt and shoes and those things to show up.
No. It doesn't matter about that. What he wants is the programming and the training. So yes, I hear what you're saying about the gear
Right.
that he needs to take, but I just Googled it and it says, yep, they're offering it, but that may have changed, because you know how Jamaica is. They might not update their information. But like I said, it was maybe a year or so, someone was on TikTok saying Jamaica has a lot of programs that people do not know, they're not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're not aware of it, the general populace does not know. So
It goes unused.
thank you very much. So it's there. So it's the fact that I Googled it, it's there, bro. So if it's still available, check it out. If it's not, then
Cora,
yeah. Yes,
one
Mr.
of the
Black.
thing is that when it comes to the dissemination of information in Jamaica, also in the US, when it comes to particularly Black communities, is that the lack of them not knowing is not really their fault, you know. It was actually intentionally done.
I'm not saying
You know?
it's your fault, you know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
man. Because
I
there's a
agree
lot of
with you.
programs in Jamaica, and you have to do it. Look at it this way. I had an argument with a friend the other day because she's from Red Hills in Kingston. She was, you know, elite in Jamaica, well off, you know, and she was saying that there's a lot of scholarship programs that kids can apply to in Jamaica to go to college and all that stuff. And I was like, yes, but for some reason, it's only your rich cousin that got access to it. For some reason, the kids in the ghetto and in the slums, they're not hearing about this. And also, when these kids from the ghetto and the slums, they go apply for this, they're demonized based on where they're from. And
Their
they're
address.
rejected out of these,
And their
rejected
address.
out of these programs.
Yeah.
So the thing is that a lot of these programs are there and a lot of them are free, but you realize
Exactly,
that
Sharon.
it's already the rich that's taking advantage of them.
Well,
Because
it's like that.
because here's the thing, because they're the ones who first get the information. Because if you're well off you're in a upper society in Jamaica, you're gonna be connected. You're gonna know people in industries. You're gonna know people in government. Whether you know an auntie down this, a friend down this, and they're gonna say, we are gonna release a program here. See it, make your pick me apply for it really quick. Then all of a sudden you realize that it's all the people that really don't need the help.
Get the help.
Getting the help.
Yeah, we have Mr. Black. I don't really want to cut you in or still in, but here we are. I agree with you still, but here what? If the lady said it was said, so I'm just giving him the message. I just tell it to her.
Yeah.
No, that's
If it
why
work
it's
for him,
important.
if it work for him, you what him do. You say like a big man, when name Mr. Obiaman, just link him and make him teach you how to get him at the program.
Yeah, man. No, but well, that's the thing. That is why it's important for
them saying in Jamaica, them say you have to have what? They say you have to have links. So all him do, link Mr. Jamaica, when name Dr. Manopesa, link him and see if he can give you the connect.
Yeah, man. So, but here's the thing.
That's why I'm there.
That is the reason why groups like these and lives like these are important. Because we can jump on a live like this and say, no, my brother, me about this, and I say, you jump on the website, I'm going to show you how to go through it.
You know, so my brother,
Here's the thing. Yeah.
you know, say a long time the hard business there around. A long time, you know.
Yeah, my mother went so hard. My mother dropped out of high school because she was pregnant with me at 16.
Right, so it's just like what we learn right now. You see, for what we really realize, most of the youth them are in a Jamaica. We never utilize their take heart as a big game, like. Because to me, heart is like more like the school, like when you go to college. If you don't get to go to college, you go there, so when you drop out of school, you learn a skill and that's yourself, right? It's an after school program, adult program, you have kids. You go there, so learn yourself. You see me? So, the youths, them, not for the youths, then nobody use that interest and go to school, because then get the youth, then go to school, and just dip on the road, they might hang out, they might maybe go do a day work, and life just become that to them. Them they don't really take school as nothing where they can say, boy, you know, so they go there, so, for your month area, something that better me than life, couldn't be a teacher in high school, or something.
Okay, well,
Because,
yeah.
brother,
Hold on there. Yes, Boston, we understand that. But for AJ, Sharon is saying in the chat that for AJ, the heart does not provide clothes and those kind of things. And that's what I was talking about. That he already said he wanted to go to the art, but he said he wanted a shoe and he wanted some other things to prep him to go in there. I don't think it's getting accepted by heart. That is his problem. So that's what So that's what he was seeking help with.
Like how much money he wants, so.
Listen, he said he never said he wanted any money from anybody. He said he wanted some help, like with the shoes and something of the sort.
We know that. Alright, look now. Him there at Jamaica, him a young youth, right? Him have the courtesy company up and say, boy, him a look at help. If each one of we can say, boy, send him a $5, $10, that can reach $50 or $100 and say, alright, that are your uniform, this are your shoes, I wanted a little $50 carry for your week. You see me? And see how him do it. No.
No. I board in school, you know, I just shoes, I know back, man, nothing.
Alright, to see.
AJ?
So you're already in that program. You're already in that program.
Yeah, me sign up for it. I interview me, I go to April. This April I go.
Okay, April.
Okay. So you want to make a good impression.
Right.
Yes, more see me Jim come to you know. See me Jim after me.
All right. AJ, look at it this way. Sometimes, all right, if you go to church, everybody's familiar with the saying, render your heart and not the garments. All right? So at the end of the day, look at it this way. Sometimes going into an interview needing something, you're better off going looking like you actually need it than trying to impress. And when you go to school, even if you go to school barefoot, brother, you know why you're going there. And you know your outcome and the goal that you're trying to achieve.
But blacks, you don't want
So
the man
Mr.
to walk
Black,
barefoot in
that's
this
what Mr.
day
Black
and
is saying.
age.
He's saying use what you have. Mr. Black is saying
Use what you have. Do not let it discourage you. Still go, even if you have to go to the interview barefoot in your pants. People will give you credit for being there, regardless of your challenges. People will look at you and be like, you know what? You look at it this way. I had an apartment. I was renting once at a multi-family property here in town, and I rented to this guy. And the guy showed up for the interview, right, as a tenant. When the man showed up, the man covered in a grease, dirty and black. And automatically, the man started apologizing. He's like, I'm so sorry for showing up so dirty and everything. You know what I said to him? You know what I saw when I saw that? I saw that clearly this man is a mechanic and he has a secure job. I never looked at him and said, oh, he's dirty and him thing, I'm not going to rent to him. I'm going to dirty up my place and this and that. I looked at the simple fact that I was like, hey, man, dude, obviously you are working. So that is very good. It's not every time we're going to be able to show the most polished side of ourselves, but you know the long run, you're trying to get to a more refined side of yourself. So I would highly encourage you, AJ, even if nobody send you a penny, still make sure say you end up at that interview because you know what you're trying to achieve. Brother, the state of which you're in right now, it's not going to be favor. And it clearly shows that you're trying to change your state. So ensure that you go same way, even if you show up there barefoot.
Wait, him can't hustle like how we used to hustle back in the day. Him not go want
Whichever you have to do.
Maybe, alright, this is how I look on this thing. Him just maybe they're not for them world. It's not everybody builds strength. You see me? So it's like him just, maybe if him need help and him reach out and we are just encourage him. Every one of us have a different share how we go about life. But maybe him sit down and him say, John, I don't want a shoes and a pants. So we just go. And maybe the shoes I may have chow. But they gonna show him say, you no matter about your shoes.
Which parish do you live in? Or the person? What parish does the person live in?
Me live in Jamaica.
Which parish you live in, AJ?
Live in?
Manchester.
Okay.
No, this is what I was trying to say. I don't know about Manchester, but sometimes there's a Salvation Army has stores where you can go and get discounts.
At Jamaica?
Yes.
Stop you from talk, but you know, we just a reason and to him feel comfortable around us and just ask us. You see me? Ask us, you know, because I know that I can't go a Salvation Army, but through there as a general, our reason good, I would like call the general reason. Maybe him just feel comfortably enough. So him don't want.
Because if he does not get it, because he doesn't have to, nobody has to.
Right, so but the general I tell him, say, if nobody no give him, right, just know say him have to go, see him where, because him not see himself, him not see him being like this in the next future, next time see him. So, him not for make, because he asks us on the platform, he don't know, because none of us give him no positive answer yet. Everyone give him advice and idea. He never asked that.
But he could also reach out to a pastor, to a member of parliament.
No, hold on, people. Hold on. I'm going to say something here. So hold on. We're going to tell AJ who we can reach out to and who we can reach out to and who we cannot. I don't like that. He asked us. I don't mind y'all giving him suggestion, but I don't like where this is going. He asked us. He said it on the platform that he would like some help. Now, if there's anybody here on the platform or who is listening in the chat, who is in the Manchester area, somewhere around there, who can reach out to AJ and help AJ with these things, I would appreciate it. But I don't want people over here to be like putting him down to say, oh, you can't go work, you can't go hustle, you figure. No, me not like that. Because he came here genuinely and asked us. So if we can help him, we help him. If we can't help him, I just saw it go. And I'm sure he understands that. All right. So with that being said,
I'm from Manchester, and if I could help him, all I'm trying to point out is nothing is wrong with coming on this platform. But I'm saying there are people in Jamaica who are willing to help you as well. A lot of people do not want to go to charities, that is fine. But I currently know that if you want to do certain little things, your member of parliament can always assist you. That's all I was trying to say. You understand? Try your local resources. If you cannot get through with them, then you can try outside of your local sources. That is all I was trying to say. I'm not putting down anybody or don't.
Listen, what I'm saying is, all right, I already said what I said, Vulture. I wasn't targeting you particularly. I'm just saying what I'm saying in general so that everybody can have an understanding of how I feel about this situation right here, because I get the feeling, if I were AJ, I'm getting the feeling that I would feel a little bit despondent.
Discouraged.
Yes, based on the responses that's being given here. So that's why I spoke on that unapologetically. We don't know if he has reached out to his member of parliament. We don't know that. My question now is anybody here? Is anybody who is on the platform right now or who is in the chat listening? Anybody here who is in Jamaica currently who can help AJ with the shoe and the belt, whatever the thing he said he was looking for? Anybody?
Someone said she's in Mobay area, but she has some shoes.
Yeah, see, if you can reach out to him on his in his messenger and have a conversation with him about how you can help him, I'm sure he will appreciate it. But that's what I would want for him. So if you're gonna ask him like what size he has, or if he is close to such and such a place where you can get the stuff to him or whatever, that would be appreciated. So let's go.
Praise God.
All right, there you go. Beautiful. AJ, also, we'll just give you one bit of advice as well. All right?
Yeah.
Your polished exterior, your exterior does matter when you're going to an interview. But being that you're online, you need to put some time into actually researching how to ace an interview. Because no matter what kind of clothes you have on, if you cannot present yourself in a manner of which to be successful, then it's a failure. So when you get the help, when you get the things you need, ensure that you put the time into you researching the program you're going into, so you have the answers to the questions that they're going to ask you. All right? Because no matter what kind of clothes you have on, if you cannot present yourself, if you cannot articulate yourself to show these people that you deserve to be in this program, then it's going to be a failure. So whichever help you get, ensure that you do your part as well to ensure that, hey, we put in the work, I'm going to study and get prepared, so ensure, say, me ace this interview because I need to get in.
But what may I say, if it's a learning program, what level it don't take? If him have that level already, that means him saying do a test already. All him needs to go do the interview, maybe.
Yeah.
So interview is like an introduction, tell you about yourself, your experience, your life, your school. Can them have your resume already, not sure?
Yes,
yeah, he says he's going for an interview in April.
May they pass the maths and the English.
Alright, so now you just have to speak for yourself.
But
them just have to get to know him, man. Them just have to get to know him now.
Yes.
Yeah, but look at it this way. One of the biggest questions most people feel on a job interview is a question when people say, tell me about yourself. Believe it or not, it's a question, it's something that you should know. But a lot of times,
this is one of the biggest questions in an interview.
Yeah.
what are the most things you don't fear? What is your biggest fear?
Those are easy questions to answer. That's why I said research.
What is your biggest fear?
Oh, what is Buzz? You're interviewing Buzz. You're interviewing. Hold up, now. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Don't say Dopey. Don't say dog. Don't say gunman.
I want this.
I can't with y'all.
Here's the thing. Here's how I would answer that
You
question.
say they take things. They take things to make
in a professional setting, all right?
Them
Somebody
people are
asked me in an
easy.
interview, what is my biggest fear? I would bring it back to the fact of saying, like, hey, my biggest fear is not being able to achieve the goals that I know being enrolled in this program will actually help me to further excel in my career and in my life. So tell them your fear is
But that's too
failure.
much.
Right.
Where's that's too much?
That's too much. They would be like, oh, you chat too much. Say
Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing. It's better you give more than not giving anything at all. That makes sense.
But you said the company would never excel in life.
No.
What?
I said I fear
Poochie, good
that
morning.
not being accepted into this program will limit my ability to excel in my professional career and in my
Right, hear
life.
my answer
That's
now.
too much.
No, that's too much. This is the correct answer.
I'm doing
There's
great.
only one answer.
Hold up, one at a time.
This is not
One at a time.
Guys, listen.
one answer. My fear.
Hold on.
Well, I know,
Yeah,
Buzz.
go ahead, Buzz. Let me hear how you would answer that question then, Buzz. Go for it.
My fear would, my biggest fear would to say no to this company.
Eh?
First and foremost, you see,
No, man, Buzz, yeah, make up your answer then, no, man. Come on.
No, my biggest fear. Yeah, cause that could be my biggest fear for not working for this company.
It is the same thing. It is the same thing I said, you know.
But the year was too long.
it's too
No,
long.
it's not about, guys. It's not about being long. AJ, you're going into a
My
market
biggest
setting.
fear,
Here's
my
the
biggest
thing.
fear I would have in my life is to not working for this company
Yeah.
or be a representation for
What
this
you want
company.
so?
That's my
Well,
biggest
Buzz,
fear.
But
Buzz,
listen.
it's not the same thing I just said, but I articulated
Too
it
long.
differently.
It's
No.
too long.
Here's the thing,
Time
guys.
matters.
Yeah.
No. Here's the thing. It's better.
Buzz, she nobody come practice by AJ right now.
Alright, so the only thing I'm saying is, AJ, you know the program you applied to, you know the exams you took to go into. All the information is actually there already. You just need to go over your exams that you took to go in and also think about how the program will be in relation to your life and the goals you want to achieve. Go in there and simply say, hey, I'm trying to be a tractor driver, and our program has an amazing program that's focused on the trade area that they do offer this level of certification, and that is the reason why I would like to go into this role, because it will help me to further excel in my life and my employment opportunities, not just here in Jamaica, but also possibly abroad. You see, the thing is that, Buzz, yes, it sounds like it's a lot, but at the end of the day,
It's a
you're
whole
trying to make a
complete
good-
thought.
You have to.
It's a
you have to make
complete
positive impression.
thought.
And my advice is learn how to articulate yourself. Practice it. It's not foolish. Sit down in front of the mirror and practice interview questions. Practice answering them. Don't wait until you get in front of the interviewer. You're going to trip over your tongue. No. All right? Take
You're
these
right,
keys.
You're right.
Here's the thing. Here's a piece I will encourage most young professionals in Jamaica and anybody is that proper preparation prevents poor performance.
True.
And less conversation.
Mommy, really didn't say about your shoes.
Where's the AJ?
Didn't say about your shoes. Didn't say about your shoes.
I don't know. There's somebody in here who say they could help you with a shoe, but they're in Mobay.
was asking you what size do you wear?
Oh, Momo, say what size you wear?
9.
Okay, 9. All right. AJ, open the camera, let me see your size. Open the camera, let me see you.
I love the talking them.
Let me see your size,
Hold
AJ.
on. And the other person asked you what size clothes you wear.
Yeah, sure.
They're asking what size clothes you wear, AJ.
He say I go show it. I like how Mr. Black reasoning, you know? He reason like a counselor.
He reason good, but that long conversation is not key.
No, maybe through intellectual and he maybe I feel and he been through a lot of experience and interview.
Yeah.
And he been around a lot of corporate people. Because what I realize in life, corporate people, they like to explain in certain dialect. We
have to be able to speak the language.
Right. But it's still a number.
It's
still a number. It's still a number.
Because look, guys, look at it this way. If a footballer's going to a match, they practice, they train based on the opponent they're going to face. Right? Certain opponents. Go ahead, AJ.
But then I plan to practice the test before I reach there still.
Okay.
Yeah, man, practice over and over, man. Guy,
One Spooty, what's up?
Yes, but that's the same thing they're giving.
Yeah, man. Practice it.
You gotta be prepared, AJ.
Guys, in my professional career, no matter what job I'm going for, I always sit down and I research a company and go back over all the possible questions they could possibly ask me in an interview, and I practice them.
Makes sense.
Right? If you want this job, if you want this spot in in our program, then you better ensure that you stand up. Because you better believe, brother.
You're good.
I might be one of those 500-600 people apply for the same program, and there's only so many spots. It's free. So you have to figure out how you can stand out for everybody else. This is a competition, brother. Simple, And the strongest will survive. So if you going in there looking all polished, Gucci this, Gucci that, and you don't know how to present yourself, then, brother, it's a waste of time. That's what I try to tell you, say, no matter how you go into that interview, people will always give people a blight. Good people will look at me and say, you know what, saying ain't coming out polished and everything, but me realize that, boy, and everybody have it that way in Jamaica, and everybody have access to resources where they can go buy new clothes, buy new this, buy new that. But however, when I heard this young man speak, I heard the conviction in his voice, and I know that he truly wants to be in this program. Because look at it this way. He may have to come, a barefoot in come, look at him pants on interior, but he still comes same way. Brother, I never came from much growing up in Jamaica, brother. And it's only because I ensure that I show up every single time. And I whole heap of time, I show up, I go to school, hungry and them thing there. Right? Tear up pants and them thing there. One khaki shirt I wear for like the entire week. But you know what? Never make it stop me from going to school. Because at the end of the day, it's not the clothes. It's what's in your brain and what's in your heart and your desire and what you try to achieve in a life.
No, the clothes. Because when I go apply to get the supermarket work, I mean, they did apply. They said, I can't go anyhow. So I just up in my church clothes and go out in there and say, yes, I look professional. So, sir.
Yeah, man. It does help. But I will let you know this. Professional me is not just how you dress. Professional is how you carry yourself. How you speak. How you represent yourself. How you think of yourself as a product. The clothes is just the outer layer. A very thin layer of your product. It's just the label. Alright? The depth of your product goes further inside.
The clothes is just the cover. The show.
It's just the cover, brother. So when people come, look at this. I've interviewed people in the roles I played, and people come all done up, well dressed and every single thing. And when they open their mouth, they sound like Butu. Me didn't tell you something I hire one supermodel, brother. Me I tell you something I hire somebody, because most companies, here's what they look for. Most companies will look for the talent. And they'll be willing to train the skill. They just want to know that you're talented enough that they can work with you to train you for you to play the role that they want you to play.
And represent
but if you can't show
company the best.
You can't show them that you're talented, then they won't waste their time on you. They might go find somebody so they say, you know what, this person looks like they're more receptive to what I need them to do, and I'm going to be able to train them.
They
So
need
at
you
the end
to
of the day,
comply with your experience and flow to grow them company or anything we you do. They know they want to left you responsible. You're responsible all time.
So treat that interview the same way how you studied for the test, and you already passed the test, so going on, brother. So now this is the verbal side of the test. It's not just the theory side of it. This is the verbal side of it, where you have to go in and sell yourself.
You also cannot show fear, because they were talking about.
You can't be fear. Never show fear.
Hold on, Mr. Black. They talked about fear earlier, and basically how to overcome fear, right? What I'm simply saying to you is, you go in there, and I'm just going to add to what Mr. Black is saying. Communication is the key. You have to learn how to communicate with yourself first, and then when you speak, you project that. So when you communicate to anybody, whether it's in an interview, anybody, anywhere, you have to be able to communicate and speak to people without fear.
Yes. You see, to me, the main thing them now what me always tell people, confidence and intelligent talking and faith and manners.
Yeah. And remember that Marcus Garvey said, you know, without confidence you're twice defeated.
Yes, I am full of so much confidence.
There you go, my brother. So I'll let you know, look at it this way. When I was a kid growing up, I would rather spend more time. I grew up in a church with my grandmother, like most people in Jamaica. And I had an opportunity where there's a church in our neighborhood. And one morning, me and my friend were going to go play basketball football match. And the pastor said, "What are the footballer I walk past the church?" And the pastor stopped in sermon, in the middle of the sermon. And he walked out and he said, "Yo, where you want to go?" We said, "Hey, pastor, we're going to play a basketball match down the road and them thing there." And I said, "Why we couldn't come to church?" We said, "Why we don't really have no clothes on them thing there now?" The pastor said, "Right here, I close on the problem." We say, yes. The pastor said, "Yo, I still want to come and see if you don't feel uncomfortable, I can put a bench at the back of the church. When you can just come in and sit down and hear the word of God." Would you believe that a lot of us actually went to church the following Sunday? Because he took that stigma out of it to let us know that if you are worried about clothes, I can make you know and a clothes do this. It's about you being receptive to the word of God and you wanting to be here. So if you want to be here, I'm going to remove that barrier for you and let you know you can come dirty foot. The same way you're going to play football, you can't come. Just make sure you put on a shirt. Just come up your body. So I'm letting you know that there are still people like that in our society that will give you the opportunity if you look like you want it. But if you go there not looking like you want it, then nobody won't take a chance on it.
Frank, listen, the conversation gone so far now that you just now asking who was Haggai. Haggai was so kind of... Frank is just catching on. Frank said, who was Haggai? Haggai was some kind of prophet in the Bible. That's all. And he lived during the time when Darius was king. That's all I know about him. The book here didn't say much. His book didn't say much about him, actually. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know too much except what I've told you. All right? But listen, lovely people. Listen, lovely people. You see how we have come here this morning. We have gathered here. We've had such a fantastic conversation coming from Haggai over into covering so many other topics. I want to say thanks to everybody who came over. I'm going to go spend an hour in my garden. You have to go. Yeah, you want somebody garden work? Yeah. Well, I don't have enough garden work to share. It's just enough for me. So I'm gonna go on out there. Me no know. Contact her in our messages, not on the live. She's not gonna put out her number like on Broad Street like that. But Lord Pun, what's up? But contact her like message. People, you all see AJ there, AJ Russell. Those of you who are able to help AJ, go ahead and contact him in his messenger on TikTok, please. And take it from there. Okay, but beyond that, I don't think there's much. I'm not sure how to answer that question, Frank, about God desire. I don't know. On the messages, on the DMs on TikTok, that would be a good place to start. I think you can send somebody 3 messages before you can't send anymore. I think, I'm not sure. But go ahead and start the communication there, because that way they can maybe give you their WhatsApp number or whatever, and then you can continue the conversation afterwards.
Tell her I said me go come off, then me go on it right now, and then me go
And then text her. Okay.
She can help. She can go and open it me well, but you would like to run a word of prayer with God?
Wait, hold on, the AJ. Hold on. You see, when you go over when you go over onto somebody else's messenger, you hear me?
Yes.
When you go back to the messenger, that's where you can share like your phone number, right? And you and the person can carry on the conversation. She says she texts you, AJ, so check your messages. And do me a favor, AJ. Put a comment in the chat right now, so it will sort of bring up your account close by. Put something in the chat. Just say like hi or something. So anybody who wants to swiftly go to your account can go there. If you just say hi in the chat. This same chat right now, just put hi in the chat. Hi, Joel. Joel, what's up? How you doing? Frank say, them name groundhog. All right, there you go. Them name groundhog. Eat down. Oh, the damn groundhog, then them out your entire garden. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't have those here, but I have rabbits. The rabbits, you can't get like no strawberry. Them eat off everything. Them eat off all of my strawberries, everything.
So she did over there now?
Oh, Sharon. Oh, Sharon said she didn't send it to you. She sent it to me.
M-O-M-O. Lady with M-O-M-O.
Oh, Momo. I'm not sure. Ask her.
Oh, flat me with a one time. Sharon or Momo. Please, Miss Sharon or Miss Momo.
Huh?
All right. When I get off the live, I'll be able to check my messages, so I will see what it is they have sent to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I'll contact you afterwards. Okay.
You didn't tell me to show me shoe size. Did you see it?
Yeah, this is a 9. Is 9 the correct size?
Yes, but I don't know what 10 me can wear it though.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just like take what me get, you know?
Yeah, I love your attitude, AJ. I love it. Somebody, nurse baby, say for clothes. What size are you, AJ?
Well, I'm gonna show you one of my school pants. Yeah?
Then what is there a size in the back of the school trousers to tell us?
Hello?
Is there
size 32 must wear.
where is that, Gil?
It seems like you hear about size 32 to me, I think.
It can look like both size 32. I don't know man's size. Yeah, nurse says she need your waist size. Your waist size, AJ.
He may not know the waist size.
You don't know your waist. Well,
no, I'm serious.
Yeah, me realize you're serious. Me realize you're serious.
Size 32 to me.
Just I look like 32. AJ is supposed to be able to get his trousers measured.
How tall you be?
How tall are you, AJ? Yeah.
You know that either.
How tall you is, brother?
I know what tall me be.
Me ain't know tall you be.
Bring your camera on. Hold on. Let me check.
AJ, look in the back of the trousers. If you don't see a size in the back of the trousers, you should see a label in the trousers that has the size in it.
How much you weigh? You don't know how much you weigh?
No.
Alright, so we really need to help AJ go out.
You say something.
When you saying though?
34 and Mr. 34 and Mr. 30. Which one of them I right one?
Okay,
Oh,
30,
I told you,
34. So 30 and waist and
say
34 the
about
length.
5 feet.
Yeah, he's 5 feet.
Yeah, about.
The waist can be, but the waist can be 30.
And the length
And the length
34.
34.
All right, you get that, Nursey baby?
All right, look on the shirt. Look on the shirt and see our size. Nice shirt.
Where you say, yeah, sit down in your house and through the window, you see the tomato plant, them a disappear. I wish animal them called groundhog, Frank. I wish animal them called groundhog people. Somebody over here saw tell me one story when I looked outside and stuff.
Must be some long time pig. I don't know if them the pig they still there Jamaica.
My friend he's in Guyana.
Oh yeah man, I mean I saw serious pig them man, them pig are dangerous.
So they eat down every plant, everything in plants.
Yeah,
Do
man.
they eat it from under the ground?
They pick the root out all tree.
Instead they eat down in wall God. Well, me glad me not have that here.
No,
I have something that's under the ground. Where's the AJ?
What you say?
Right size now.
What size of the shirt?
They don't put no size on it. See there.
Your camera isn't on, AJ.
Yeah?
Your camera isn't on, my love.
Yes.
Touch the thing and turn your camera on now, AJ.
You can request host. You can request him to turn his camera on.
Oh, put on real camera.
Yeah, the Steve one where they turn on earlier and this man turn on the camera. So turn on that same one.
Yeah, but when I tell him to turn on the camera, it's not making it. All right, there you go. There you go.
There we go. Hold on. Pull it together. Like, pull it away.
Go back so we can get a full view. Let's see what the shirt says.
Inside, yeah. Right thing. Carry down pon it.
Carry down to
You can't see that.
Carry down.
You're not seeing a size in it, AJ?
Let me see your M sign there. Let me see what I are tonight. The back.
Rose, put him in a big screen.
Okay, I'm not even did I realize that.
Hold on. Okay. Super 82.
That I name, we don't want to hear that. We want to see the right
The
thing on the
size.
shirt.
The size, AJ.
N.
It like in camera pause.
Let's see, N.
What? Oh, them they alone, they're funny. Them they're just labor, right?
That alone.
Turn over the something, turn over the white something.
Alright,
well, if you can wear a 34 trousers.
So sometimes, you know, me don't buy no big old trousers.
He says a 34.
But maybe I length.
But then the shirt
so
would have been maybe one
32 then.
Maybe one adult small. One adult small shirt or one adult medium shirt.
Yeah.
Because he says he's 22, he's just skinny.
Maybe if them are Jamaican, they like them things skinny.
Yeah, him kinda up on the slim side.
Yeah, so I probably 30 waist.
Yeah, 30 waist and 34 length.
That skinny thing them love, yeah. Oh yeah. You get them skinny feel.
He's thin.
Yeah, he's a small kid.
Oh yeah, so that
either a small or a medium.
Yeah. So if you get one, then you can get 132 and 130.
What, the trousers? Yeah, he's a
No,
small.
I'm serious. Me not.
Yeah, he's a small.
Him a small. I'm looking at his page right now. He's a small.
Okay, alright. So I size that then 30 I waist and 30 white pants.
Okay, well now that
I talk my boss.
he's standing up, Sharon, but he come in front of the camera, AJ. Remove the shirt and put your body there.
He paused.
No man, him there. Me I see the light up great brown blue.
Me not move. He paused.
But he's not moving.
Yeah, move, but we not see you.
No, we not see you. We only see the shirt. Move the shirt from the camera and let's see you. Watch and turn off the camera again. All right, AJ. All right, guys.
It's his internet.
I don't know whose internet are act up. Maybe AJ's internet. AJ, we can't see you.
I see a picture when he's standing up.
Okay. Okay. Well, we should be able to judge from that his size.
Look.
Okay. Oh, you can. You're not easy, the Momo. Momo not easy. All right, you skinny. All right, AJ, we got you. All right, there he is. Momo.
Don't play with me.
All right, see there, Momo find you, so we know exactly what you look like now. Okay. All right. Well, AJ, I'm hoping that by having come here and ask for the help, that you will get the help that you need. There are so many people here who are rooting for you, and I have confidence that some people here are going to help you. Maybe other people were on the live listening as well. All right. I want to say thanks to everybody who came up on the live. Mr. Black, enough respect. Cora and Momo Gills and Buzz and everybody else who were here. I appreciate you. I know Vicky was here and Vulture was here. All my good people, Just Scribe and all my good people, everybody else were here. And those of you over there on the tube, I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for having come in and spend some time with us this morning. We will be back tomorrow morning, not this early, because I go to work tonight. I get off at about 8 o'clock. So we'll do about an hour and a half live when I get home tomorrow. We will go back into the Bible if we got time. If we don't have time, we'll just do something in my garden and then move right along. But for right now, the Bible nice. All right. Well, tomorrow morning, if we have time, we'll go back. We'll do another short book that we can finish in about 2 or 3 chapters.
I know enough about the Bible. When God spoke unto Moses and make him lead the people into the promised land.
Oh, okay. All of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. Tomorrow we will revisit the Bible. If depend, of course, everybody's welcome to join. All right. But for right now, guys, that's where it's going to end for today. I want to wish you all the very best. They say today is Friday the 13th. I don't believe in those superstitions, but whatever you all do, please be safe in whatever you do. All right? And I'll see you all again sometime tomorrow. Have yourselves a great day, guys. Yeah, have yourselves a great one. And I'll see you all tomorrow, guys.
Give thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man. The best life I've ever been on.
You are so welcome, my love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, bye, guys.
Thanks for letting me on, man. I know you didn't want to let me on, but I appreciate it.
You beat the odds, Mr. Black.
If I can share information of my community to have each other succeed, I'll be more than happy to do it.
And I appreciate that sincerely.